Hello, everyone watching, and welcome to episode 1 of Candela Obscura of Hearts and Minds, produced by myself and the rest of the crew at Tabletop Misfits, and starring the intrepid investigators of the Circle of the Black Quill themselves. Now, unfortunately, when we were completing the first assignment with our players, we had our own haunting or ghosts in the machine, as it were, get out of here, which meant that footage was unfortunately unusable and we are unable to play that for you today. So, despite this severe haunting, we have decided to do a slightly alternative version of what the normal episodes will be going forward. So, firstly, I'd like to apologize. Secondly, we're going to pick up in the episode we show today just after the Circle has completed their first assignment as set to them by their Lightkeeper Artemis Klein, played by myself as the resident Lightkeeper. But before that, we will have an introduction to the sort of vibe of the assignment by myself in my full Lightkeeper garb. We will then go into a recap of events by the perspectives of some of our players themselves, which hopefully set up the mystery and include all the key details that they have already uncovered on their adventure so far, resulting in some of them being injured, some of them taking enough damage to give them permanent scars, and some of them finding some maybe unsavory secrets and facing past traumas that they wish they had forgotten along the way. So I apologize again for this turn of events in our production schedule, but we hope you eagerly enjoy the show. So please sit back, relax, get spooked, and we hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much, and goodbye. I told you to leave. Like with a lot of scary stories, we're going to begin at the beginning by saying it was a dark and stormy night. As our view pans over the city of Newfaire, we go across the west of the city over the harbour to a brutalist style, extremely tall building. Practical in its design, covered on grey cobblestones on the outside, we see a flickering light coming in through a lead-lined stained glass window. As we zoom in and pass the coloured glass pane itself, we enter what looks like a humble bedroom, wooden floors, but art lining the walls everywhere. As our gaze takes us to the floor, we see splotches of red leading to the end of the bed itself. And as our pace slowly quicks up, we see more red, more concentrated, splatters everywhere. And then we see the painter's easel. A woman working studiously yet calmly as she daubs more red paint in an energetic fashion, trying to finish off the canvas she has been working on for seemingly some time, with great enthusiasm. As our focus comes to her side, we see in the background two, hard to tell, silhouettes in the shadow of the dim candlelight. One standing and one sitting in a winged armchair, the other with its hand on the sitting person's shoulder. As her rhythm seems to slow down, she seems to take more notice of the people, persons, things sat behind her in this moment, as she starts seemingly musing out loud to herself as she works on her canvas. You know, creation is something the soulless can never achieve. They're blatant acts of fallacy enveloped by pale imitations of masterpieces forged by artists greater than themselves. Like me, if I may be so bold. That is how I know you can help me. And at this point, she turns directly back to look at the people silhouetted behind her in the dim light. You can help me revive what once was lost, as my abilities only grow stronger and back to how I once was. She puts the brushes down and looks down in contemplation at her feet, bare on the wooden floor as she sits in a simple cotton nightdress. Hair up in a messy bun, a beautiful chestnut color with a slight wave that's now messily put up as she splattered with paint as she furiously works on her piece. I once created something soulless, and it stole my son from me and what remained of my family. I made a flawed yet beautiful piece which was born as punishment for indulging in a joyful serenity I now know can only hinder true accomplishments. I'm a mother, and by a mother's love I am bound to correct this mistake. Bring back colour to the people of this grey, sad world. With your help, our perspective now shifts as if we are the people sat on the couch behind her, and as the angle moves, we see she almost looks a grayscale woman in a coloured world. Veins of grey seeping up into her face, almost making her look black and white, like she is the only one in an old-time movie that hasn't reached the rest of this space. She picks up a finer brush and daubs back in the paint, more paint splattering into her hair as she seems to finish the final stroke of her masterpiece. She sits back, seemingly exceptionally happy with what she's created as she turns back to us, now the perspective of people sat in the chair itself. For truly great works of art ensure our hearts and minds are forever entwined. Do they not, Doctor? Mind, body, and soul, for better or for worse, as my late husband would say. As our view rotates once again to gain a better look at the place that we ourselves have just sat, we see an elderly man, late 60s, maybe even early 70s, in a professional-looking white lab coat, messy grey hair, round glasses. But his eyes, bleeding down his face, dissolving in his sockets, as the same thing happens to his ears and his mouth, and anywhere else that will allow fluid to escape his skull. What's odd is he looks serene, happy, as we see his head held in place by the claw of the figure stood above him. Grey talons stretching through a now torn apart skin sock of a human hand. As he looks at the masterpiece in front of him, transfixed, still with a look of elation on his face, he goes, I have never seen anything more beautiful in my life. Everything will truly be right once again. And slumps down, dead, knocked out, either way damaged severely from the blood loss he has just incurred. Smiles happily as the other person, twisted figure, retracts their claw into their now human-looking hand once again, resting a reassuring hand on the paintress's shoulder. As she leans against this person's arm in comfort, she's passed a small cup of pills which she eagerly takes with a small sip of water. And she goes, I know you'd be able to help. I just want to create a better world for our children after so much hatred and violence. I'll see you soon again, though. Right? We see, as we zoom back from the stood figure next to her, a silent nod as this person exits the room through a door that was only slightly ajar before, but we can now see is made of sturdy concrete and metal. As continues painting, seemingly starting on another masterpiece of hers, the door slams shut with a loud clang, leaving both her and the doctor now prone within the chair behind. As we hear the clacking of footsteps walking away down the corridor from this mysterious twisted figure, we quickly pan back to the door, labeled Patient EL.
Were you there for the dream?
I was absent. I don't know what the fuck you dreamt about.
I'm in a dream, and weirdly, Mason and Victor are also there, but like not really there. It's like we were having parallel dreams that we could see each other through a window, or we saw like a couple arguing. Um, One of them lashed out at the other, and there was this sense that we could stop it. So we were seeing something that was happening, and it wasn't a dream suddenly. So I reached out and I stopped the guy, and there was like a small childlike voice or something. I'm not sure where that fits in yet, but she is coming. I don't know who she is, but then I saw a vision of my mother and our mother.
Thank you.
You know how we feel about her. Mason and Victor were there too, and I think they saw their mothers as well, but it was all coming from like the same entity. Like we were occupying the same space in the dream, and our mothers were occupying the same space in the dream, but we were all seeing something different. And we were looking at a reflection in front of a huge onyx sarcophagus. I mean, it was all great until each of our mothers was like, turn around and look at us. We're the one. We love you. We love you so much.
See, that was the first suspicious thing right there. That should have given you the clue that something was off.
Oh, absolutely. Like my mother telling me to turn around because she loves me. Why won't I look at her? No, that wasn't great. I refused. Mason said no as well. Victor wasn't in the mood for mother-son bonding, apparently. And then they cut our throats and we died. Day starts, everything's fine, I'm alive. Little groggy from staying up late. You were gone.
And you were totally bereft, obviously, by that fact.
I was. I woke up and you weren't there. Even Jazz was asking about you, which is weird because she should not have known you existed.
Oh, I like her. She knows a lot of things she shouldn't, but I like her.
That's
You like her too. She's pretty.
We don't have to talk about that right now. We get the team together, and our lightkeeper Artemis and her talking crow are like,
Raven, remember you got that wrong once and she chastised you for it, and then Cole bit you.
Right, the shapes of their wings are different. We're supposed to go to one thing, but Artemis says there's been a murder just this morning, and we've got to go look at it because there might be supernatural stuff going on. There was bleed detected at the crime scene, and the OUP in the periphery are going to give us some time to take a look at it. While we're in the carriage, both Victor and Jazz have confirmation that you exist because Victor can see you and Jazz can hear you with her book.
Are you embarrassed of people seeing me? You could just be honest.
I'm just not used to being around other people who can see you. Victor won't think I'm crazy, and Jazz now has confirmation that you exist, and she can have another check mark of secrets about me. She knows where I sleep, like specifically which room.
Well, you do live across the street, and our apartment only has 2 bedrooms, so it's a 50-50.
We go to the crime scene. Mason kind of bullies our way into the building, telling that poor recruit not to tell their superiors. The victim, Alex Desai, was a railroad worker, murdered in his home. His upstairs neighbors heard an argument, which was swiftly followed by a bunch of people coming, and then it was quiet. But he was killed the day after he comes back from working on the railroad, which is opening on Newfaire's day after the ball. But he found something at the railroad, and then he's killed.
And we didn't find anything that even looked interesting.
Because whatever it was, those people that came to get him clearly took it. See, this is where Dr. Kim is a boon to our investigations, because I'm not really medically trained, but she was poking and prodding at the body. really focused, actually, because in the carriage, she seemed very nervous. She kept saying that there should have been more blood than there was at the crime scene. He also didn't have a brain.
Some would argue that you don't have that. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Ugh.
Sheesh.
Victor did his little ghost sight thing and was able to see some sort of symbol on the hand of Desai. It looks like a house. I wasn't sure what you were gonna do because you've done that thing before where you possess bodies, but this one moved around a lot more.
Don't get on to me about bodies twitching when I go inside him. That sounded wrong. Hey, it wasn't my fault you then decided to wake up and attack everybody.
The radio, which was unplugged, turned on, and you seemed to you got a headache, and I felt it tangentially. Victor collapsed. Dr. Kim had been scraping at the inside of the skull because we did find a little bit of brain matter left, so we've got that. But even Dr. Kim reacted to that ghost frequency on the radio, and you disappeared, but the body kept moving. It reanimated. It knocks out Dr. Kim, and then I'm stuck with a dead body that's trying to kill me. Then there's this piece of paper I found in the fireplace. It looks to be cardstock, some sort of fancy, maybe an invitation of some sort. But I have to check with everyone about what this red symbol means. Oh, and Victor found a piece of like a leather or something. Silas gave me a rundown of everything that happened leading up to the horrors that occurred, but their radio turns on too, also unplugged. Ivan and Kashka Kanezkes, they were being kind of weird. Silas said Jazz said that they seemed off, and a few nights ago, or last night, they had an argument. But Ivan, something happened and he calmed down very suddenly, which is the exact scenario that occurred in my shared dream with Mason and Victor. So it's not a coincidence that we wound up at their apartment. I just don't know what the thread is yet. But the radio turned on, and Ivan apparently got very sick and threw up something. Silas got it in a bleed container. Let's talk about Mason.
Do we have to? He's scary.
Yeah, because he is on this job for one thing and one thing only, and that's to make sure that we do our jobs, which means keeping us alive. You saw Ivan's body. Ivan went into like a mania, a frenzy, and attacked Silas and Jazz, and Mason went in there and bludgeoned him. He broke the man's skull open with a baseball bat. Mason does that. He comes downstairs. He destroys Desai's head and stops the body from moving. On the radio, when I was tuning it, the only thing that I could hear clearly was that damned advertisement for Mindless.
Oh yeah, the why care when you can mind less thing.
Yeah, the why.
With that annoying brain mascot that does a little thumbs up.
Why care when you can mind less? Or
that was pretty good.
We were in the military. I was taking that trial drug that made you go away for a little bit.
Yeah, it made me feel really bad, actually. I'm still not quite over that, if I'm totally honest with you.
I mean, look, Uncle Locke said I should take it because it would help with focus and reduce anxiety, and you can't really have anxious soldiers because then an anxious soldier is a bad soldier. You need focused soldiers, efficient soldiers, soldiers that follow orders as well as they can, or to the letter. And from what I can tell, that's Mason. After her husband's head was smashed in, I did try to ask Koshka if her husband took any drugs, but she said no. So whatever was going on with his reaction to the radio frequency, that wasn't a drug. That was whatever was inside him already. But if it was inside him, where did it come from? I feel like I'm missing something.
Oh, well, what could possibly go wrong?
I need to know how everyone else reacted to the radio frequency, because I saw how Victor and Kim reacted and how you reacted, and all of us. Well, Victor, if he's prescient, if he's aware of the supernatural like you, or like I'm aware of the supernatural, but I can see you because you are supernatural, that explains the reaction from you two. And Ivan had something inside of him that was bleeding, and he reacted and went into a mania. But Alex Desai was dead when his body reacted, and then Dr. Kim.
You know what, brother? It seems like amongst all these fucked up people, we actually seem quite normal.
We are. Look, we're pretty normal. I can just see dead people, and not.
Correction, you can see dead person.
Let's run it back. Alex Desai found something that got him killed very quickly by a group of people. We have ghosts in the radio, and these ghost frequencies react horribly with bleed. That's all we know right now. But we're going to this ball. If Victor can see ghosts, what's it like living at his house?
Oh, we're totally not allowed up there usually, but we could totally break into his house during the ball. You know there's some creepy shit in that house. Oh, and you forgot to ask them to pay you.
And they're still not paying me, which is an oversight on their operational standards. But as I've tried to tell Uncle Locke, I am really in this for the love of the game. I do like a good mystery. Let's focus back on the board. Do you know where the red string is?
So as our investigators finish their first assignment, coming from the murder of Alec Desai in his home in Groundswell, several of them have already taken scars. All of them are at least somewhat injured, and this mission was not what it was supposed to be. This was supposed to be easy, and it wasn't. And that is highly concerning to our investigators of the Circle of the Black Quill and to their lightkeeper Artemis, who rushes onto the scene to make sure everyone is extracted safely and their injuries treated at the chapter house. Jazz took a scar. Jazz, what has your scar manifested as on your person, and how has that changed your abilities?
When it comes to these investigations, lean just a little bit too much into the use of that one notebook I carry, my bleed detector, and as it was that I took mental damage by way of using it right when things began to kick off, unfortunately, now when I find myself in stressful situations, I have a rather alarming tell. A very noticeable, extremely discernible twitch in my eye. And as that has given cause for a reduction in my survey, it has given me a little bit more ability to finesse. I can have I'm forcing control into myself. No, it's control. Sorry. I'm seeking to gain greater control over myself, losing a mental attribute and gaining a physical one.
And as your eye twitches, you remember the mental damage you took when everything started happening with the radio in the apartment above the murder scene itself, and you reflect upon that. Victor, you also took a scar, and how has that manifested on your person and changed your abilities in some way?
Victor, at first we thought, I believe that it was something with his eyes as the blood was trickling down. But now, as he starts to walk, you see a strange gait. One leg moves slower than the other. The limp consistent. As that happens, he leans on those words, the things that behind the door, the things in the house, the things that are unseen to everyone else. But to him, it's like looking at a picture. He can see it vividly, he can see it clearly. So he took one off of control and he added it to his sense.
As your eyes are still covered in a lot of blood, both inside them and around them dried, and people are trying to help you clear them up, it's almost as if you don't need it because your paranormal senses are so strong that everything is so high definition to you, just in a slightly different color palette, that you may not even ever need to use your real eyes ever again. Kim, you also took a scar after being punched. We thought the dead corpse of Alec Desai, but maybe not. And after you stuck your hands in that body rooting around in the brain, how has that changed your abilities and how has that manifested onto yourself as a character?
So Kim, at first she doesn't realize that as she's helping to treat the people around her, her teammates and everything else, she doesn't realize anything's wrong until she looks down and sees that her hands are covered in very tight scarring all up her forearm, along her fingers. And it's very difficult for her to hold bandages and treat the patients like she normally would. And immediately she starts to think of how her hands automatically move from picture to moment on the board at home, and how nimbly she was able to do that, and how that may have changed, and how that movement now is restricted because of this scarring. And but from that, she has taken more of a conviction in herself, more of a command of the people around her that she thinks that she has to care for. So she has lost when to move, and she has gained in sway.
Half the battle as a doctor, I've heard, is actually allowing you to treat them in the first place, whilst usually objecting under the various circumstances of duress. So even though your movement and dexterity is limited, your sociability may help you even more in your profession than you realize. Aside from that, everyone else is slightly injured. Now, the Circle gets a number of things called resource points in between sessions that they can use to restore health, restore drive and resistances, and gain an extra dice in the bank if they ever need it. Jazz and Silas both themselves took one of these points each in Stitch, which means all of their marks have been removed. And Mason took 1 point in Refresh, which means all of his drive and resistances has been refilled, since he was using a lot of them last time to try and not let everyone die from threats in both rooms. But once these points are used, they can't be regained back. So now, after using 3, the Circle has 4 resource points for the rest of the campaign. That won't be bad in any way, I'm sure. It'll be fine. Now you're all gathered at the chapter house, and these effects have been applied by various medical personnel. Everyone starts to drift away, leaving you again in the downstairs common room underneath Artemis's office. On various couches, refreshments are being poured to everybody to make sure everyone is at least rough looking, but not going to fall apart and die after the assignment that was supposed to be easy. Mason, Artemis has already asked for a meeting with you previously after this assignment was finished. So that's something that's expected of you. But what would anybody else like to do in this moment, since you are all together, before you disperse to either home or stay at the chapter house or whatever it is you need to do, as it is now getting to evening time after everyone is patched up so you don't bleed to death?
Keegan would like to sit next to or be near Victor. And Keegan, having taken bleed damage, no scars, just the marks right now. I don't know if it's like manifested physically yet. More is that he's just like he's overtaxed himself physically because it's more of like a deeper, some form of like psychic soul damage. But he's not as rough as some of his compatriots. But I'll go and sit next to Victor. As my mind is trying to process everything we've seen and begin that sort of like, how is this all connected mentality.
Patrick is also with you. Patrick's not really saying very much right now. He also looks tired and as much as under the weather as a spectre can look. Sat next to you right now.
Oi, Victor. How are you holding up?
A little shaken. That was a lot.
Yeah. I think you did well. That was, I mean, as much as anyone can when a body reanimates unexpectedly and starts attacking us. That's, I think you did well. You helped Patrick kind of look at some things, and you helped us find that symbol on his hand. You don't know what that symbol is, right? The house, the house-looking symbol, the box with the triangle.
Has Victor ever seen it within documents, artifacts within the house? Anything of that perspective?
Roll a focus for me.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. So for my awareness, it's the gilded for me. So I'm rolling one of these is gilded and one of these is normal. Is that how that works?
That is correct.
And then if that's the case, I'll pop a drive too. It's a 4.
A 4. Oh, just for our audience, this dice rolling system in Candela is very, very simple. They each have abilities that I will ask them to roll for, and they each have a certain number of d6s that they roll within those abilities. And they always take the highest result unless otherwise said so. A 1 to 3 is a complete failure. A 4 to 5 is they succeed but with a consequence. And 6s or double 6s, critical success. They can also include their gilded dice, which means if they accept the result on that dice, they gain things called drive back, which they can use to add dice to a roll. So you get a 4. There's so much creepy stuff in your house, Victor. There's so many artifacts, there's so many symbols, there's so many books. You've seen symbols like it before. You think it might be from an ancient kind of alphabet, or an alphabet that is not the modern Newfaire alphabet. You can't really place it as a specific word or meaning. And by thinking really hard, because you hurt yourself, you get a bit of a headache.
Nothing I can remember, but my head's still kind of foggy from everything. I'll have to look when I get back to the house.
All right. I'm just trying to parse out what information we know. I do have a question that maybe the answer came before we went to those apartments. Did you have a dream last night?
He hesitates for a moment. I mean, somewhat. I thought it was a dream. Now I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it was a vision, dream, premonition. I get them on occasion.
You saw two people arguing?
And I saw and he kind of looks around and he says, I saw myself, Mason, and you.
Okay, good. Well, I don't know if that's good. I just wanted to confirm that.
Who was the one you didn't want to look at?
It was also my mother. Or it was my mother. Was it your mother as well?
It was. And that probably means that it was Mason's mother as well.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't know what kind of answers we'll get out of him. I can at least confirm that he also had the dream, and
it's probably better you do it. He doesn't seem to like me.
Well, I don't know if Mason really likes anyone. But I am not going to ask him about his relationship with his mother currently, even though it would be lovely to have that information. Maybe I'll have Silas ask for me, but I don't know if even Silas can get that information.
You see Patrick next to you on the couch do a thumbs up. Just get Silas to do it.
What does it mean? That's the concern.
Well,
why the three of us?
I've
only known you two for, what, 2 months, 3 months? If it's even been that long.
You don't have to answer this. How is your relationship with your mother?
She's actually probably the only one in the house that actually tolerates me. So in this case, quite well.
Okay.
But that person in that dream wasn't her.
Oh no.
I could sense it.
And again, I don't like prying into people's personal business, but at the same time, my profession sort of demands it. Do you take any sort of medication?
He starts almost like rolling his hands, one hand over the other, very nervously. Not... Yes, but not by choice. My family says that I'm different. I'm not the golden child. I'm not doing the family correctly. And they said that this would help. And then it was required of me to do so.
I'm gonna take a leap here and say you don't like the way it makes you feel.
It quiets things for a short period of time, but it dampens it. It's like I just don't care. It's like a high grade. I'm trying to think of what the actual drug is. Not morphine, but
Lithium?
no, it starts with a K, and my brain is not working.
Ketamine.
Is it ketamine?
Yep.
Sounds like ketamine.
Kids don't do ketamine. Continue.
No.
I also took something that had the same effect when I was off being a soldier. Patrick didn't like it.
How long is you and Patrick the connection? Most people don't
Well,
have, you know.
he's my brother.
The better one.
I didn't really find him right away. I don't know. I wasn't even 10 when Patrick first appeared to me, so he's been around for a while.
It's like having an imaginary friend.
I'm very real. How dare you?
It's what I thought he was at first, and then and Keegan will pull his glasses down and show you his green eyes with white pupils.
Oh.
I've been a bit weird throughout my life as well, but it's long enough that for me it was just normal. So push his glasses back up.
Victor, can you roll a sense, please?
Sure, I can do that. Maybe.
You can
I say
do
that, and then it's game over. That's it.
A 6. Full success. I mean, yeah, you're pretty good at sensing things now. This is, hey, you may not be able to bludgeon a guy to death like Mason. You may not be able to exit transportation without twisting your ankle, but by God, you can sense things that are supernatural, and that is why you're here. The same glow that you saw on the rune on Alec Desai's hand that Keegan was asking you about earlier. Now that you've had this scar and shifted something else into sense and fully committed to that part of yourself, Patrick is like high definition Patrick. Before he was kind of like slightly glowy green, out of the periphery kind of fuzzy Patrick, but you could still see and hear what he was doing. Now Keegan is the fuzzy one and Patrick is high definition. And Keegan's eyes are glowing in high definition, the same as Patrick's. But Patrick's eyes are normal and Keegan's aren't. Patrick's eyes are like, well, he's kind of always tinted green, but you can tell they're like a darker brown color, kind of like yours. Whereas Keegan's eyes are sort of green with the white pupils, which is odd, but you know what's odd nowadays, right?
Victor will, noticing the shift, he kind of leans over, like using one hand to prop himself up off the couch, holding the arm of the couch as he gets up with the limp. And he walks over to Patrick. And he reaches his hand out and he tries to touch his shoulder.
Patrick starts kind of batting your hand away. And although you push and it still goes through, it feels like pushing your finger through like a viscous slime. So like you make contact, but he still feels like kind of intangible to you. He's like, "What the fuck? Get off me! What are you doing?"
Interesting.
Keegan, he's touching me without my permission. Remove him.
He puts his hands back. I was just curious about something, that's all.
He goes blah, 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 into your face. But kind of goes through you, so nothing. He doesn't touch you.
Sorry, he's just like that. He just does that. Being incorporeal, he's doesn't have the same social boundaries and sense that we corporeal people do.
I know, it's fucking brilliant.
He, no. He's not. Not fully.
Like, you can touch him.
I touched something. It's not fully there, but there's something there. I wonder what that means for home.
Oh.
For the things in the house.
The things in the house.
I mean, I'm guessing you're not a complete idiot. So you would know what we do. And you know the things that my family deals with. It's not a secret. They don't care to hide it. When you've got as much money as my family does, they don't care what you think about them. They just do it. And it hurts people. But now if I can feel something in Patrick, that means maybe there's more to this.
Well, that's
I'm going to ask you something, and I need to know if you're willing to. Well, not really you, Patrick. I'm going to ask you something.
I can also answer if you want.
I mean, thankfully, I can hear both of you, so that does help. When we go to the ball, there's a door in my house. I need you to find out what's behind it.
Well, I'll do it, but I can't be too far away from Keegan. We're kind of like a package thing. But I'll do it if you get him and Jazz a really good fucking outfit for this ball. He needs some new clothes, and I can't be going there looking like this. I've looked like this for at least 10 years. It's time for a change.
But you don't look any different. Wait, but you're wearing something different than he is.
Patrick looks down, he's like, this is the same, it's just the colors are inverted. I can't taste anything unless he eats. I can't wear anything unless he wears something similar. I want a better outfit. Can't exactly go shopping. You're rich.
My family's rich, but yes, that's fine.
Patrick looks you up and down in the outfit you're wearing now. Just,
We all wear chains. Some of them are just different.
Sure, but you'll go shopping with us though, right?
Yes. I will make
we
sure
have a deal.
That Keegan is cleaned up for the ball.
Yay. Meanwhile, as Keegan looks worried, Kim, Mason is free.
Kim is seated in a chair, and she's looking across at Mason, but she's kind of just rubbing her hands a little bit, trying to get them to be more supple, more agile, but they're very, very stiff to her. And it's a new feeling of not being able to move her fingers how she's normally able to move it. And she's going to look at Mason and go, um, Mason, uh, it was kind of a tough assignment, and I want to say thank you for doing what you did to help, especially when I ran out of the medication that I ran out of. Um, you you always seem very decisive and everything, and I know we talked about this earlier before we went to the house, but I wanted to bring up again this issue I have. And now that we're kind of alone and secluded, I wanted to talk to you about if you were able to help me find some information. See, I've gotten information, paid for information before, and it's just redundant and a repeat, and not something I really need. And I just wondering if you were available outside of the circle to help me a little bit.
Mason has sat there, arms crossed, unmoving, staring at you. Fine.
Really? I mean, you don't have much details. I mean, I'll give you everything I have. Okay. Thank you.
Just don't cry or anything about it.
No. I wouldn't cry. It's just, if you need, I could tell you exactly what happened now, or we could wait till later. It's just
After my breathing.
Oh, okay, we could do that. I could wait. I waited this long. I just so you know, it is part of the military, because I was a new physician in the military some time ago, and things happened that changed. Anyway, so I just let you know that it I figured that it would be up your alley. That's why I wanted to. That's why I wanted you to help.
I make no promises that I will provide a solution to any of the problems. All I can provide is that I will adequately look into the situation.
Okay, that's great. I mean, also, if you have any suggestions of how I could go, or where someone I could go to help, if you can, whatever you can do is fine. Thank you.
After the briefing.
Okay. Bye. And she's gonna kind of like get up from her chair and like awkwardly walk toward the door, and then she's gonna turn around and go, okay, bye, and walk out the door.
Like, as you walked away, Mason didn't turn his head to look at you. He is still like looking towards the door to Artemis's office, just kind of like the moment you said bye, he had already left the conversation.
Mason's refresh is just Mason clearing his mind and getting in the zone for whatever comes next.
Sit.
And it's just... Silas, you recovered something in a bleed containment vial, which I assume you hand off to Artemis or leave somewhere for Artemis to collect.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. If Artemis was there to pick us up, I'd definitely give it to her.
They arrived and sort of gathered everything from you, so you knew it was safe, so you guys could get focused on basically not dying. Yeah. And Cole has been absent with them ever since as well, so you are alone in this. Well, to your knowledge, you're alone in this. Just you lot.
No, this is just a room in the chapter house.
Yeah, this is just like the downstairs waiting area with kitchenette situation.
Good. I will look through the kitchenette cabinets, see if there's anything worth drinking. I've already been stitched up. I've seen a man get his head bashed in. I need something.
I need you to make a roll, not because there is any alcohol here, because there is not. I need you to make a roll to see if you had the foresight to hide something here for when you knew you might need it again. So I'm gonna say do a read on yourself to see if you had insight, to see if you'd hide something.
Oh boy. A 5.
Okay. You did manage. You sort of go to the cupboards and you see there's a slight indent, which is like back at the cupboard in shadow. And you remember you were like, God damn it, Silas, you're a genius. There's a tiny, tiny travel-sized bottle of scotch. There's like literally one shot of scotch just shoved at the back of this cupboard for emergencies.
Oh, Silas, this warrants an emergency. And I just grabbed a bottle and that little tiny shot bottle. And down
It's
it.
disappointing, but better than water. Definitely better.
Oh, much better than water. Other than that, I might go and find Jazz and go check on Jazz.
Jazz, I'm presuming, looks half dead on a couch.
Jazz was absolutely just like taking time to herself, reviewing notes in the safe of the 2 journals, and was sort of just contemplating her loss in focus and what that might mean for her day-to-day work, while also reflecting on the previous day's events. But I see Silas coming. It's kind of like, I don't exactly have time for a card trick.
Oh, I just wanted to check and make sure that the bump on your head. How you doing?
Oh, I have a little bit of a grudge against the stairs themselves, but short of that, it could be much worse.
It got a lot worse after you after you got knocked out.
Silas, do you tell Jazz that you dragged her backwards down the stairs, and that's why she's injured on the back of her neck?
Oh no. No.
I assume nobody has told me that yet, which is
No.
why I didn't say anything.
Oh no, I don't say that. I just I have concern.
In situations such as that, and unfortunately I'm not too great in a scrap, so I can't say I'm too concerned with having slept through most of it.
Hey, I haven't been right face to face with the man. You be glad you fell asleep.
What exactly do we do now? I have been trying to sort myself in such a fashion that I don't really know what we gained from the interaction.
That might be a question for Mason and Artemis. I picked up whatever the man spit out. I gave it over to Artemis to do with what they will.
It's been properly secured, right?
Oh yeah.
I heard it was moving about.
Oh yeah. What do you take me for?
Frankly.
Oh, don't be shy.
Okay, well, I know you're more than a peddler. I've seen some of the stuff you can do, but in some of your day to day, I wouldn't be too surprised if you thought your act could be benefited by a little critter.
Oh, that's what they all say. But the guys who do that, it's all show. Too much showmanship. I like the intimacy.
Oh, I know that. Not firsthand, mind you. You know that as well.
Oh no.
We've all heard the stories.
I do not mix business. No.
Likewise.
Well, as long as your head is fine, that's all I want to make sure.
Should be right as rain shortly enough. Just want to know if we're still doing anything today, or if I can go home and get some shut-eye. More than anything.
As far as I know, we are done, and the only piece of business that's left here is for Mason to go talk to Artemis.
As you hear said critter, you hear a hop on the stairs, and then a hop, and then a hop, and then a hop, and Cole hops into the room after hopping down the stairs and goes, "Ah. Home. Home. Not
bird
Mason,
says it.
home.
The bird calls it.
Ah.
You do know that most of the time, just like earlier at my home, speaking of, a lot of what you can say has double meaning. Yes, you're home now, but are you dismissing us?
Cole sort of flies. How are you sat on the couch? Like, are you like lying down, or are you like sitting up?
I'm sitting up in a lounging fashion, one leg crossed over the other.
Cole lands on like the back of the couch, so they're like eye level with you, and just goes, "You go home." No one else hears that.
Oh, loud and clear. Charlatan, will you walk me out?
Oh, you're talking to me.
For your sake, I'll say magician. Will you walk me out? Seems as though we're being dismissed.
I can do that.
I grab my stuff and give Paul a little scritch once again, because I didn't forget the new lens, which thankfully was not broken riding in my bag being dragged down the stairs earlier.
Cole's sort of head sinks into his body. He's like, "Mark."
I do the gentlemanly thing and I hold out my arm.
I won't be needing that, but thank you. And just start walking.
Keegan, I will ask if you go with them, since you all kind of live in a similar geographical location. And you have been dismissed by the noble Cole.
I think Keegan, with the information he's gotten from Victor, is sitting down and now is like staring into space. So he's making a mental cork board. So he's not fully aware of everything that's going on around him right now. As he's just like very focused, tunnel vision.
Cole lands on your head. Home.
Are you saying to go home, or that you're here?
Kind of like nods in the direction of Jazz and Silas leaving.
Oh.
I told you it was a valid question.
Right. Okay. I'm coming. I'm going. I'm leaving. Bird. Cole. Right.
Victor, are you going home? If you don't go home, there may be consequences. But also, it's your home.
Victor hesitates for a moment and then realizes that without going home, moving is going to be much more difficult. So he's going to find the closest telephone booth and call for a ride.
Oh, the chapter house has a telephone.
Okay, chapter house call. He calls the number. Maurice, I need to pick up here. And he'll give him an address that's like a block away. Not at the chapter house.
Okay. Yeah, there is no response. Like, the phone is just put down as you request, and you know the ride is coming. You know the ride is coming. It's one of your family's drivers. They dare not pick up a Valentine from where they asked to be picked up from.
The last one was fired. And then a week
the last
later...
one was fired and kind of weirdly never seen again.
Yep. A week later, never seen again. Yeah.
Kim, do you go home?
So Kim is going to head home, but she, instead of getting a cab, she is going to start walking in the direction of her house. And as she's walking down the stairs, you notice that there are circles around her eyes are getting slightly darker. And I think she might run into Victor on her way out.
You run into Victor and neither of you sustain an injury. A good start.
Victor.
Doctor?
Earlier, you were asking me a question about what your parents were paying me to do. I want to ask you, when when I give you medication, does it help? For medical purposes, does it help?
In some ways. Not the way that I think it should.
When you say should, what do you? I don't. How should it help?
It quiets things, but I don't think those things need to be quieted all the time.
Okay. Can I ask, when things are quiet, does it seem easier at home?
Well, yes, because I don't hear everything else that's in the house.
Well,
If
maybe.
we would have, but if that stuff you gave me, it's not something we should be talking out here.
Well, I'm going home. I'm gonna start heading home now, and it's gonna take me a little bit, but we can talk another time, I guess. But I think that I know that you think that your parents medicating you is for their control, but maybe the medication can be something that you control. Maybe you can use it to not just quiet the voices, but have control of the things that you need to control. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna start walking. It's gonna take me a little bit to get home. I get home safely, I guess. You did good today. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, bye.
Thank you, doctor.
And before he even gets out the full thank you, doctor, she's like halfway down the block, literally running.
It's like a Looney Tune. You look up, and just Kim's nervous energy has just propelled her into another street before you can even say
and
anything.
Victor's walking with a limp now, so he doesn't move very fast anyways.
And Victor, as you wait at your you said like a block away, right? You've asked for the pickup.
Yeah, I found a clothing store or a cafe, something that he knows would be a easy position to be picked up at that wouldn't give away where he was.
No, definitely. As you wait, it doesn't take very long. The eaves are slightly far away, but they know it's you that needs the pickup, so they're going to be extra fast. It only takes like 5-10 minutes to get a car to you. And as you trundle home, you realize pasted onto the wall next to the cafe you've been stood at is a little brain cartoon with a little thumbs up and a little smiley face saying, "Why care when you can mind less?" And he's like, available New Year's Day. And then another one, and then another one, and then another one. As you go down the entire street on this block, they're just pasted everywhere.
He sees like the first one and just kind of, he grabs his head and just holds it. And then as the second one goes, you start to see a different side of Victor. The agitated, irritable, off child that he is, as he grabs one and rips it off the wall and just crinkles it up and throws it on the ground.
Hey, don't litter!
It's better this way. And he just keeps walking. And you
What?
can see him just kind of step, and it's 1 foot, and step, and it's 1 foot.
You go home.
And I go home. Before we go,
Mason. Oh, yes.
Maurice, we need to stop somewhere.
Where do we need to stop?
Jordan's clothing down the street. I have a couple things I need to discuss before we return.
Of course. They may be closing, but I'm sure for you they would stay open longer. We have given him a lot of business over the years.
Well, we have about an hour. We should be fine.
We'll be fine. I'll step on it. You feel the car go a little bit faster. Okay, not that fast. It's 1907, but enough that hurts after your injuries from today. Just.
And he'll grab a glass of water out of the center console area where in the back and pour a glass for himself. And just kind of slowly just toss it around and looking at it like something's going to show up in the glass.
You do spill a little bit of it in it as the car goes ever so slightly faster. But it's a glass of water. And everything is normal for a few minutes, maybe? Mason. Artemis yells down for you. Mason, are you there for our meeting?
Just goes up. No words, just goes.
Door already opens for you. Cole is now sat on his perch next to Artemis in their desk as usual. Artemis does seem a little bit more frantic than usual as they stand up before you sit down. Goes, please take a seat.
Stands next to the seat.
A staring contest ensues where you can't see someone's eyes during the staring contest.
It's okay. Mason doesn't look into eyes. Mason sees beyond the person and exists in that state of meh. Just stands in attention, just waiting.
Please sit down, Mason. Let's not do this right now. It's been a long day.
I don't plan for this to be a long discussion, unless you intend for it to extend longer than necessary.
Sit down, Mason. Please.
A very slow exhale. Half step forward, half step to the side. Squats in the seat.
Thank you. No, this meeting was not supposed to be about today, but I once again thank you for your exemplary service. I hear a lot more people would have been injured and died if it were not for you taking care of business, as you like to say. I hear Reliable was also pulled out of the bag.
When things need to be done, you need to call the cleanup hitter.
And I cannot fault you. Definitely scored a home run on that. Don't worry, we can clean everything up. The man was already dead, and as for the man upstairs, he tried to attack two people unprovoked suddenly in a manner of which they will not understand, and although it is cruel, it is maybe better this way. But anyway, I need you to close your eyes, please.
There's like a moment of actual, like, I would say, not just hesitancy, there's a flinch in his like left eyebrow.
It is time for me to remove some of the bleed from you so you don't get overwhelmed. I hear it came into effect today, but I do not want you to ever freeze up in the field. And if you open your eyes while I do this, you'll die a horrible, horrible death, so...
It's like a very slow breath as like he taps his fingers on the armrest, like in a very much like a rhythm, specifically keys on the piano he recalls playing as he slowly closes his eyes and clenches the left armrest with his left hand.
Oh, there's no need to be nervous. I don't bite, mostly. And you feel as Artemis sort of pulls a chair to sit directly opposite you, to stare directly into your face, even though you can't see, you know that's what they're doing because they've done something like this before. And you hear the glasses being removed. And you feel, if wind had arms, if wind and wind tunnels had arms that could almost caress your face and hold it still, that's what this feels like. You feel cold, but you also feel relief. It's almost as if when someone says, oh, just discharge emotions from yourself and bring in good ones, and that's what happens. You feel physically lighter as the process happens. You get a little bit of brain freeze, but you feel physically lighter as the hypersensitivity of what you felt before when you felt bleed in a room become dangerous alleviate a little bit. And you feel these tendrils of what feels like a cold wind pull back from you. The glasses go back on. And they say, all done, thank you very much.
There's once again that slow exhale and opens eyes. Is that all?
That is all. Oh, and thank you for bringing everyone back safe and for the evidence. I am going to explore that further tonight and may summon you all again tomorrow morning. But for now, please go and rest. You deserve it. Did a good job.
Yeah, I guess so. And then stands up and turns, giving a moment to make sure that it's a full dismissal before walking.
Artemis dives back into whatever Artemis was doing. And you feel slightly lighter. If not at ease, you feel slightly lighter as you leave the room.
Mason heads out.
Cool. So, the trio heading back to the Varnish and to the Red Lamp district. Keegan and Jazz, you know your stop will come before Silas if you're intending on walking all the way. Do you walk all the way to to your place together before Silas has to eventually move on to his own or to somewhere else?
I'm usually pretty in favor of walking. I do the brooding reporter thing, walking around the city quite often.
Keegan doesn't see a reason to walk all the way to the Red Lamp. If his stop is first. Although if we are if he does have this moment with Silas and Jazz, but specifically with Silas, Keegan will turn to you and say, earlier with the radio, I've been wondering, when it first turned on, did you feel anything?
Me? No. Though I hate to say it, but I think Jazz may have felt it more than I did.
And I'm clearly here for this conversation, because the three of us are still walking, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm afraid I might have done that to myself. I lean on an investigative tool of mine just a little bit too much in such circumstances. I didn't so much feel it in my mind as it occurred in my eyes, having been looking at my book too long. But I believe the book reacted to the noise. Keegan, did you feel a direct effect directly from the radio?
I didn't, but he'll look at Silas. He'll look presumably over his shoulder at Patrick, and then he'll look at Jazz. Right.
You could just say you felt it in a different way. And I think that'd be perfectly sufficient for you to expand on the thought you have.
Yeah, I did not feel it so much as I didn't feel it within me, but sort of in the room.
What do you mean?
Well, there was a visceral reaction from Victor and Dr. Kim when the radio turned on. It didn't affect me the way it affected them. I think Victor is just more sensitive to the sort of effects of bleed, the paranormal sort of magic, if that's what the word would be. Dr. Kim reacted in a certain way too, but she didn't outright collapse until the dead body punched her in the face. So I'm not sure if she had a reaction like Victor, but Jazz, you're saying that your bleed detector, your notebook reacted and it hurt you in a way, and I'm just trying to see if everyone had their own reaction or if some of us did, and Some of us were fine. As far as I can tell, Mason was okay because he was very functional within that circumstance.
Mason did a good job. I will say, Mr. Ivan, that's who I was dealing with when the radio went off. I think you saw the vial that I had scooped up.
Yeah,
That came from him. He spit that up.
and he.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did try to ask his wife if he took any sort of medication because Silas, I think you were there when I was tuning the radio, and the one thing that we could hear clearly was a mindless advertisement.
Yes, that's right.
So I didn't know if it was. I don't know that the fact that that was the one thing we heard is concerning to me.
And I believe she said, and Jazz, you were, unfortunately, you were a little out of it by then, but the wife, she did say, I believe, that she started to try to get him to take medicine.
I was there for that part of the conversation, for better or worse, and my notes seem to indicate that he had been taking some medication. As to whether or not it was mindless was a little up for debate. But it, would be uncanny for it not to be the case that such an advertisement or any sounds lying underneath were related to the situation.
Circumstantial.
You pass one of the posters again with the little brain on it.
Oh, I need that. Keegan tears it down.
Someone goes, "Hey, I just put that up."
I need this.
Call it job security. You gotta put another one up now. I don't see the harm.
Fuck you, man.
And a nice day to you as well. I'm a lady, by the way.
I meant man in the general. Oh, shut up.
We're not familiar that way. Nice try, though. Fuck off.
Oh, Jazz, I like you.
I'm a fan of yours as well, but keep it in your pants. Let's get moving.
Oh, no.
Luckily, Keegan isn't paying attention to anything anymore, but if you look at him, you can see like his eyes tracing imaginary red thread that he's like already creating in his mind. He's like, I'm gonna try not to stay up as late as I did last night, but new investigation, new facts, new clues, so I'll set like an alarm or something to.
Yeah, you two do your jobs. I have a shop to tend to.
You arrive at the intersection where two of them would have to turn and Silas would keep going.
Before we part, who dragged me down the stairs? I know you weren't up there, Keegan, but I have to know.
That would be me.
Oh. Best we do part ways at this point. Good to know.
You're welcome.
The amazing Mr. Cocksucker. I think he has a nice ring to it. And I just begin walking towards the varnish.
Good evening to you, lass.
Keegan will like look between them again and just good night, Silas.
Night, detective.
You owe me a coffee! I shout over my shoulder.
Coffee it is.
As Silas keeps going, you two sort of get... You're on opposite sides of the street, but you get to basically where your doors are just opposite each other. And as soon as you pull up alongside like Keegan's, the front of the detective agency where Keegan's front door, the door just busts open and you see a manic, like 5'8", kind of 60-year-old tan skin, salt and pepper beard, kind of luscious wavy locks sort of slicked back, in like relaxed trousers, a grey waistcoat, a tie that's kind of disheveled, and a dress shirt, in slippers, going, "What the fuck happened to you, lad?" looking at Keegan. What the fuck? My colleague from the OUP called me. They said you nearly all got your heads bashed in. Oh, hello, Jazz. It's nice to see you. This is Lachlan Locke, Keegan's uncle and co-owner of Lock and Key Detective Agency, just busting out the door.
That's good to see you as well.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
Uncle.
What the fuck, Keegan? What you doing?
I felt like I came out better off than some of my, like, Jazz. She got pushed down the stairs.
What the? And you weren't there to help. Both of you get in here right now. Right now. Jazz, please, would you come and join us for some tea? It would be very nice. Keegan, get in the house.
I don't know about tea, but I'll come in for just a brief moment.
Thank you. You're very polite. Please go upstairs. He kind of like pushes Keegan in, kind of like corrals Keegan in. Just like, what the fuck? I thought that was supposed to be an easy one. There was dead bodies all over the place that were animating. There was a fucking magic radio I was told that someone said about. And then you stabbed a corpse to the floor so they couldn't get up.
Yeah, the corpse knocked out one of our colleagues, and I was trying to... I put it in a position for Mason to deal with it.
Oh, I believe Mason did deal with it, yes. Yes. I might have seen the pictures afterwards. You think that constable wasn't going to come and tell me when he knew my nephew was in that house?
We handled it fine. There were just some complications that we were not expecting. And now there's and he's waving the partially rolled up mindless posters. And now there's some clues that I got to look over and just kind of parse them out.
Ah, fuck off. You're sitting down and having a cup of tea. Jazz, how do you take your tea, love?
If we're being forthright, I take it mostly with coffee beans. Ground.
Oh, so you want a coffee? Oh, grand, no worries.
If the tea is all you have, I'll gladly take it, but I do prefer
Oh,
the
no,
brown
we
tea.
got my coffee. This I don't let this one have because he doesn't appreciate it, but you can have some. And you see, as he turns, you see him start to like sob as he starts making the coffee. Just... Thought you were injured. You gotta take better care of yourself. Also, did you ask them about paying you?
I did.
Did you? You wouldn't. He
It
leans
was-
right into you. Wouldn't lie to your upset, bereaved, sad uncle whose nephew's just come in the house half dead now, would you?
He most certainly did. I can confirm it.
He is going to roll a read on both of you, and he gets 3 dice because he's an ex-inspector. He goes, I'm glad, and he wiping tears from his eyes, he goes, I'm glad. I know you two together wouldn't lie to me, so just please sit down and get changed. Keegan, you look like a mess. Is Patrick around? I mean, was your friend around?
Jazz knows about Patrick.
We were introduced just this morning. Or I guess afternoon. Difficult to say. I've been awake for, the better part of 30 hours.
Oh my god. Lass, go to sleep.
Wait,
you can't have this coffee! She takes the coffee back. No! Both of yous, you either stay here or you go over the road. But I don't like the idea of you being by yourself where all this is going on. So, Keegan, you go to bed now. Go to bed now. You don't think about this until the morning. And Jazz, you either stay here or you go home. And I'll keep an eye on you from out the window in a respectful way to make sure you're going to bed.
That would be pretty strange, but under circumstances, I completely understand. Not the weirdest thing in the world to be doing to your across the street neighbors at all.
I'm a bit of a night owl, so I'll stay awake. So just make sure that you look after yourself.
Duly noted. And on that note, I believe I will take off, but you were kind to have offered a beverage.
Oh, here, take some tea with you just in case you want it. Oh, and some left. Oh, no. He looks in the fridge, just looks at. Oh, no, those blueberries are bad. We won't eat those. But just please look after yourself. I'm an old man. I mean, I'm in my prime, technically. I'm still in my prime, but I'm an old man. You young ones can't be running around doing this.
Uncle, I was in the army.
So was I. What makes you so special?
I'm still young.
Yes, exactly. And so you need the guidance of your elders. Also, are you coming to the ball or not? I kept asking you and you kept ducking me to see if you wanted to be my +1.
Oh, you
I
already had an invite.
No, I didn't have an invite. I was asked by my uncle if I wanted to go, and he knew I didn't want to go because it's a lot of people. And um, Uncle, I'm going with Jazz. Her request, and
Oh, are you? Lovely.
we will be getting new clothes courtesy of Victor Ballantyne, who I
Oh,
very
is that the boy? Is that the boy that just walks outside and injures himself all the time?
yeah,
He just a gust of wind blows him over. Is he the sickly looking one? The tall
It's
one?
one of his finer qualities.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him in his. Oh yeah, I was at his house today. I was helping him set up and take some crates over. So I know the Valentines, but I never spoken to Victor.
well, he's part of our. Victor also knows about Patrick because Victor can see Patrick. So
Oh shit.
There aren't many in our circle who aren't aware of it any longer.
Oh, so now everyone just knows about the ghost that follows my nephew around. Fucking brilliant. Right.
he's a specter. A
Did he
ghost.
tell you? He can't
a-
see Pat. She's like, did he tell you to say that?
He-
I did, yes.
He says a ghost implies that he died at one point and he was never fully alive, so he's more of a spectral phantasm spirit entity.
He guesses which shoulder he's over and guesses wrong and goes, oh, I'm sorry, Patrick. That's rude of me.
Okay.
But anyway, Miss Keebler, get yourself off and look after yourself. Go to sleep, and I'll make sure my nephew does the same. That he scrubs up a bit before this ball in a couple of days. They don't let just any willy-nilly person in there, you know.
Yeah, they don't let any willy-nilly person in, but they hire them to help.
Oh, I believe that's a
Aye.
burn.
Jazz, before I reprimand my nephew for such an egregious comment of a 30-year veteran of the OUP in the periphery, I think you should leave the house.
'Twas an absolute pleasure as always. You take care, Locke.
Oh, you too. And he gives you a respectful bow as you, I'm assuming, skedaddle down the stairs into your own
Jazz,
place.
don't leave me here.
Best of luck
Oh,
to you.
listen
We'll
here,
see
you.
tomorrow.
Listen here, boy, oh, you little shit. As Jazz, that's the last thing Jazz hears as she goes down the stairs. He goes, Keegan, I worry about you. You're not looking great lately, lad.
Thank you, Uncle. That's
No, I don't mean you're not handsome. You come from a good bloodline, but I just mean you gotta look after yourself. You gotta get paid, you gotta look after yourself, and you gotta get outside and meet some more people.
I've got my coworkers, and
I thought you said you didn't even like some of them.
Mason's a lot.
I've heard things about that one, yes, but he's good at his job.
He's good at his job. I can't fault him for that, and he just wants us to do our jobs. So, you know, I don't have to like him, but I don't dislike him. He's just not. I can't get a read on him, and
not everyone. Don't have to approach everyone like a mystery son.
Well,
you don't need to know everything about everyone all the time. It's nice to have a few secrets.
I tell that to Jazz. She's.
Oh, I dare not. She terrifies me, actually. I won't mess with her. But it's nice you're going out. That's nice.
I'm going out for work. But it's not really work. It's more of a. I don't even think it's a volunteer capacity.
Okay, buy her some flowers or something. Get her something nice.
What?
Certainly not a volunteer, or certainly not a paid effort. Hey.
Go home. Go home,
That
you.
was scam.
Okay. Go home.
Jazz just lurking in the stairwell.
Jazz has already got the binoculars out and is over the street witnessing this entire argument.
Why do I have to buy her flowers?
I didn't say flower. I mean some.
You just said flower. You said flower.
I said something. She offered to take you as a +1, and she did not have to do that, and that was very nice.
She appreciates my professional capabilities and wanted a second set of eyes and ears at the ball just in case there's anything going on, which I feel like something is going to happen now, which is why I'm also going. There's
That's me. Your old man's going as well. Your old uncle man is going as security, and my outfit is great, I have to say.
That's nice, Uncle. Maybe you'll meet somebody.
Oh, I meet a lot of somebodies. That's none of your business.
Oh. Just don't. If Silas is around, you know what they say about him.
The less said about that one, the better. But I have to admire his game to a certain extent. He can get into places even I can't. Not in that way. Don't be disgusting.
Don't be.
I saw you thinking it, and I know Pat was thinking it. I know what he's like. Patrick is fully just laughing behind you. Anyway, and he gives you a bit, and he goes, "Come here, come here." Give your uncle a hug.
I will give him a hug.
He takes you in his arm. You are a lot taller than him, by the way. You're like 6 foot something. He's like 5'8", and he goes, "Oh," and he gives you like a massive bear hug. He's just like, "I love you, soft lad. Just please, for me, look after yourself. I can't be there all the time."
I know. I'm doing that. Patrick is there too, and you look after.
Squeeze is tighter.
You look after yourself too, Uncle. I can't always be there for you as well.
Don't worry, I'll be all right. Now, go to bed.
Okay, I will go to bed in my actual bedroom tonight.
That's progress, and I'm proud of you.
After I write some things down.
No, and he literally just shoves you into the bedroom. The door closes behind you, and you feel him lock it from the other side and sit down.
Keegan, like, kind of on the floor now, is just staring between his feet, going,
Nice night, Keegan. I'll keep everything here for you.
Good night, Uncle. I love you.
I love you too.
I will.
I like to imagine that you're outraged, and as soon as your head touches that bed, you're out. Because
he means so well, but approaches it in such a way that Keegan, even after so many years, Keegan is finally like, okay, I'm almost 30 years old, Uncle. But he's never going to say that because he loves his uncle. So he's just going to go to bed after changing.
For all the bluster that your uncle holds, you know that he would do anything for you and that he loves you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jazz, what do you do when you get home after you watch this epic conversation from obviously your balcony and fire escape outside?
I mean, I have a new camera lens. I had to be using it, for practical purposes. I was keeping an eye on it and seeking to improve my lip reading abilities for a brief time, but it probably only took about 40 seconds of concentrated viewing to almost risk my new lens by half falling asleep. So I have to imagine that I would head inside, check over my notes for cohesion while standing. Sitting down and doing that is a danger, something Sam Lopez in real life remembers from college. And once I'm fairly certain that they're good to go, I brew some pre-bed coffee before heading to bed.
I need you to make a control roll to see if you pass out on the bed or the floor before you drink that coffee.
The dice want to tell a story. That's a 1.
Yeah. So you go to brew the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
This is a low stakes roll, by the way. You're not gonna like die from trying to brew coffee in your house, but you brew the coffee and you're like, yes, standing up is good. Standing up is good. Standing up's great. And you just end up kind of like folding yourself over the end. Like if the bed has a hard end, you fold yourself over it. So you're kind of like ass in the air, face on the bed sheets. and you fall asleep in that pose. Your back's still going to hurt in the morning, and what's even worse is that coffee's going to go cold. And that's how you fall asleep in a weird arse over tit yoga pose on your bed frame.
Not her first time.
Not her first time, probably not the last time. But you don't fall on the floor and injure yourself, just for flavor. Silas, you go to the shop/home, or do you stop somewhere else first? Or do you go home?
No. I continue my walk. As I, get further away down on the walk, I rub my right arm. Still a little pain. But
now when Keegan asked you about the bleed, it did hurt you. But luckily for you, you're wearing long sleeves, so nobody noticed. There was too much carnage going on, and Jazz was the only one upstairs who would have noticed, and she got knocked out immediately.
Exactly.
That arm hurts. That arm hurts a lot. Luckily for you, it didn't burn off, so you still have both your arms. But that hurt. The arm hurts, and you wouldn't. Did you let anyone try and treat it or touch it?
No.
It hurts a lot. You get to the front of your shop, and you realize that all the lights are on, and there's someone rustling around. What's the title of your shop? What's the name of it? And what does it sell?
The sleight of hand, and it's just parlor tricks. Little knickknacks.
There is someone in there. Do you still go in?
Oh, I walk in. Walk inside. Rochelle, you still here?
Where the fuck have you been?
I had other business.
Fucking mess.
Look, you had it under control. I've trusted you.
Yeah, I've had it under control for the past 3 fucking years because you don't. And you see the tiniest woman come around the corner, dark skin, platinum blonde, sort of wavy Roxy Hart style Chicago hair, in just sort of like overalls and like just a cropped shirt, carrying about like 5 different folders of different things, and she's like, "What the fuck happened to you?"
Don't worry. Don't ask too many questions. It's fine. It's fine. I shake the arm.
Does she know about your arm?
She knows I have issues with it on occasion, but not why.
She looks you up and down. She goes, "Now, come on now. What actually? Just shut the door." And she goes and shuts the door, and she goes, "It's their arm again, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's acting up a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. We don't have a show tonight, right?
Huh? No. I was getting everything ready for the ball.
Good.
It's in 2 days. We haven't even gone over what we're doing in the act in 2 days, and I'm supposed to be going with you. Also, I need money for my outfit. I told you the last one ripped.
Shit. Okay. Get what you need out of the drawer. It's fine. We'll go over the plans. I promise.
We need to go over them now. Are you sure you're all right?
It's
There's
fine.
way more quips than this usually when you come back.
It's fine, Rochelle. I promise you, all is fine. It's just been a long day. My arm hurts. That's all.
Okay. Look,
But I thank
I'm
you
going to
for
work
watching
down
the
here
shop.
for a bit. You're welcome. Does that mean I get a pay rise?
No.
Fuck you, man. My wife's not going to be happy with you. Cassandra's already mad that I'm staying here late tonight.
There's a lot of women who are not very pleased with me anyway.
Don't talk to me about that shit. I don't want to know what you get up to and what smells are in that apartment upstairs that I sometimes have to go into, all right? Open a fucking window sometime. Just open. It's all I ask. Open a window if you're going to send me up there to collect things. Jesus Christ.
I don't ask you to go in there.
Yeah, but somebody has to because you don't read anything. This business is only functional because of me. You won't do the books. I have to do the taxes. I have to be here for the customers.
Hey, I object. I get this show on the road. If without me, there wouldn't be a business.
I wish that were untrue. But unfortunately, I am the only woman who seems to be able to put up with you long term. So
Maybe in this aspect.
oh, come on. We've been through this. I rebuffed you once. I don't want you.
No. Oh, God, no.
No. My wife will fucking kill you. She's a knife thrower. She will fucking kill you.
I know.
Okay.
Now, you be on your way. It is fine. You are done for the night. No questions. Take what you need to get a new dress, new outfit, and be ready for the ball. We will talk about what acts we will be doing. I promise you.
Look, what animals are we going as again? What are we doing?
Talk to me about it tomorrow.
Oh my god. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow. I don't have the energy. And she does grab a wad of cash out of the drawer and is like, okay, boss, bye.
Yes.
Just go to bed alone, please. Just eat something and go to sleep.
Fine. Deal.
Okay. Literally runs out the shop, closes the door, locks it, just looks at you through the window. Don't go anywhere.
Go.
Goes off down the street to home.
I go. I make sure the front door, the back door are all locked, and shut off the lights of the shop. I walk upstairs to my loft. Take off the jacket. Take off the coat. And as soon as I walk in, I look around. The accent's gone. The show's over. I see the posters hanging. I see that my eyes wander, and I find the one solo picture in my room. It's kind of stashed away or hidden behind some bottles, really, of my time with my rival/friend Vale. And I rub my right arm. You son of a bitch. This is what you left me with. Then
As you undress and spy yourself in the mirror, it spread more. Instead of just the arm, it's now spreading over here a little bit.
You see what you did? Messing around with the shit you didn't need to. Now you left me with it.
As you talk to no one, but you are alone, could you make a focus roll, please?
Okay. I'm gonna put a drive in that one. 5.
5. I mean, it's his fault. He was messing with things that he shouldn't have been messing with, and arguably was better than you. What started as a friendly rivalry turned into a very unfriendly one. And as you remember how you got this scar in the first place, and how it burned today in the presence of something, you're not sure what. Someone else can figure that out. Your arm starts to crackle, sputter, and all of a sudden, a bolt of electricity shoots out, hitting one of the lights in your room.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Your arm crackles, alive with electricity. You will take one body from it burning.
Okay.
But it's a softer burn than before, a controlled burn. Kind of feel jazzed up a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like, energized?
I'm awake again.
The charge, whatever charged and whatever expelled, giving you a bit of energy. Just feel more awake, feel a bit better.
Okay. Well, with that, I'll just take whatever bottle is available and just drink myself to sleep.
That happens. And as you fall asleep, you see Vale's face, scarred under some sort of Faraday cage, electrical cage, with lightning all around him before he burns to nothing. Who else went home? Kim went home. Kim, what's going? Is she got headphones on? Can she hear me?
Say that one more time.
Kim went home. What's
Yes.
going on? Yes.
So, oh shit! God damn it! It's my headphones.
Kim has a long walk home.
Yes, Kim has a long walk home. Hang on a second.
It's all good. There are
Um,
ghosts everywhere and they haunt us daily with things we cannot control and technology that will not work.
Yeah, like broken headphones. So Kim walks home, and as she's walking home, she sees the signs for mindless. She pays attention, but not really. And then she gets to her front stairs, and she walks up, opens the front door, and as she comes in, she proceeds to lock every single lock behind the door. So if anyone's walking by, they hear ka-chunk, 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 all the way down the door. So if someone's walking by, they'd be like, "What the fuck?" She walks in and she takes off her cardigan and hangs it on the peg by the door. She walked past her office and into her bedroom, where the board that she constantly works on is. And she takes it off the wall and she sits on her bed and puts it in her lap. And she starts wringing her hands because they're so tight. And the familiar movement that she normally does with the board is no longer there because of how tight and scarred her hands are now. And she looks down at it and she starts to slowly move the threads from one spot to another. And then she's going to reach into a small pouch that she's had hanging on her side, and she's going to pull out. He doesn't know this, but she kind of like slipped something of Mason's off of him during that whole scuffle, during the whole intersection, and slipped it into her pocket. And she's going to pull it out and put it on the board and pin it to the board. And the main line of where everything started, she's going to run a thread from that to Mason's, to the possession that she has of Mason's. And she's just going to stare at it. And then she's going to say to herself, maybe I'll find out now. This will work. This has to work now. And then she's going to lie down and put the board next to her and just kind of like drift off to sleep with the board next to her.
As is tradition. I will ask for you to make a control roll and for Mason to make a survey roll to see if he noticed you taking something.
Okay.
Or noticed it after the fact and knew it was you.
She's going to add drive to that. Her last drive in there.
5 and a 6.
So a 6 for you.
A 6 for Sam. 6 for Kim.
Oh, I'm going to say, usually victory does go to the person being attacked. So in this case, Mason would have noticed something is missing and suspects it's you because your roll is also so high, but can't prove it. Mason, what did she take that you now notice is missing off of your usual outfit?
And this was taken inside the house we were at? Is the
Yeah,
timing?
Everyone was leaving. Yeah.
Around the time where she asked Mason to slap Jazz.
That would be a good time.
Yeah.
What does Mason keep on him when he's out? Other than his dog tags in his he keeps those in his pocket when he's out so he doesn't wear them. She wouldn't take his dog tags. He has, you know what? He has ticket stubs to shows he's gone to. He keeps those in his pocket.
There are now some ticket stubs for a show. What kind of show does Mason go to? Like, is this like a film, or is he a man of the theater?
Theater.
What's Mason's favorite play or
No
musical?
one knows.
I know, but something is written on the ticket stubs, and what is it?
It's a musical.
Unnamed musical from
Unnamed.
1907.
It's an unnamed, very dramatic musical.
Yeah. So now there's evidence Mason, number 1, is a man of the theatre. Number 2, he's on the board.
He's on the board.
And Kim falls asleep.
The board
Victor.
catches fire.
The board catches fire. Victor, you arrive back at the estate. It takes you a little bit longer than everyone else to get home just because of the security checks you have to go through to get to the eaves in the first place, because it's so far above everything else. You get waved through all of them and it's fine. What entrance do you use to go into the house?
I mean, with being with the personal car, it would be a very simple. It'd be the same entrance as all. It'd be the front door.
The front door.
They would pull up, drop Victor off. Victor steps out after stopping at Jordan's tailor's. He put it in order for himself, and or he put a request in for himself, Keegan, and Jazz for sizing and quick turnaround. And then he steps out. Only this time you see a black metal cane hit the ground first. On the top, a onyx style rock sets at the top of it, and then a hand rests over top. And he uses that to brace himself as he steps out. And then with his newly developed gait, he walks into the house, still completely, or not fully comfortable using the cane. He doesn't say a word. He palms to the maid that he walks past immediately as he steps in, and just puts his finger to the lips. And he starts to head upstairs towards his room.
Up the stairs. Takes a while. The house is very quiet. I mean, there's a lot of people in this house, but servants are not heard and not seen most of the time. You don't see any of your siblings. You don't see your parents. You don't even hear anything. As you walk along to your... Does Victor have a room, or is it like a kind of apartment within the estate that is just connected to everything?
At this point, Victor would still have a room. His room was never taken from him. So even when he moved off to Academy, when he returned, he still had a room.
I'm going to say rooms. You definitely have more than one room. Because no one wants to interact with...
Yeah, his main room. And he walks down the long hall on the second floor and opens his door, closes it, and slowly walks over to the bed, sets the cane next to the bed, and just kind of falls into the bed.
As you fall into the bed, a small lamp turns on behind you, and like in a crime movie, we flash, and you see your mother sat in a very nice, with a cup of tea, sat in a plush wingback chair. Victor?
He, for a moment, wants to just, but he quickly hears her voice, pauses for a second. Hello, Mother. I've been out. I was scheduling things for the ball.
Sips her tea.
I
Puts
just
it
stopped at
down.
Jordan's. I scheduled a friend of mine to get a tailoring. They're not up to par for the ball, so I want to make sure that nothing looks wrong or out of place.
And what did you do for the rest of the day, darling?
I just wandered around.
Wandered
Stopped
around.
at the cafe, had a good coffee. Went down to the park, enjoyed the birds. Stopped by that strange.
Oh, would you like to tell another lie? Keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
Victor, I am your mother. Do you really think I believe that you've been doing leisurely, gentlemanly activities all day when we both know you hate that?
where else would I be, Mother?
I don't know. Where else would my second son be on a lovely day such as this? When he left with the family doctor and comes back in worse condition than when he left.
Maybe that's something you need to speak with Dr. Kim about.
Oh, I think I need to speak to you. Your father may not care to hear the details of your story, but you will not be parading around from my ancestral home, injuring yourself and requiring a cane, and then coming back and acting if nothing is normal. Your father and siblings are sometimes detached from reality, but make no mistake that I am not.
I was asked to help with a friend.
I see we're not going to get anywhere.
What else would you like me to tell you, Mother?
The truth would be nice, my dear.
The doctor stopped by. The doctor requested. I spoke to her. She gave me the
Yes.
the medication that is required of me. And on the way back, I stopped at my friend Keegan's house. You can ask. You can ask the driver.
Interesting, because a very, very nervous taxi driver, after some interrogation, told me exactly where she dropped you off. With several other people in Groundswell. And then I also heard a rumor from one of my good friends at the OUP that you had been involved in some sort of incident at a murder scene.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mother.
Oh, cut the crap, Victor. We can talk to each other here. This is my ancestral home.
And I understand that, Mother, but I'm telling you that why would I be getting involved with anything that's going to absolutely danger either you or me?
I don't know. But you're my son, and I know for a fact that if you inherited anything from me, unlike your siblings, it would be an innate sense of curiosity and going to places where you shouldn't.
You
Are
told
you
me
okay?
that the things I'm hearing are not supposed to be heard. So I'm working with Dr. Kim to get that taken care of.
And it's not working. I thought it might work.
What are you hiding, Mother?
Hiding a lot of things. But not the love and concern for my son, who goes out and then comes back half dead.
I'm not half dead. I twisted my ankle. This is something that happens.
She fully comes up to you and grabs your face and looks at you, looks you over and goes, "Did you bleed out of your eyes?"
No, I cleaned the crap out of that.
Alex is aware. She notices. You did a great cleanup job for sure.
Yeah.
But your mother looks and she goes, "What happened?" "I just want to make sure you are safe. I'm failing."
I'm fine, Mother. This is normal. I've hurt myself since I was 8 years old. This is not something that's new. This is the main reason why Father doesn't want me around.
Did you go into the room again?
What room?
You know which room. The room downstairs.
No. And if I did, we probably wouldn't be at this point.
I just don't
What
know
is
how to
behind
say.
that door that everybody is so concerned with me not going behind?
I don't know, but nobody else reacts that way when they go behind the door.
I haven't been behind the door. I've just gotten near the door, and everybody freaks out. I can't imagine if you open the door, what's going to happen.
And maybe for your mother's nerves, please just don't go near that door again. And you're going to tell your father that you don't need to help with the auction in a couple of days.
Then where will I be?
I don't know, but I will convince him that it is a bad idea and that Ivan and Astrid will take the lead and you are needed somewhere else. Please do this for me. I need you to be safe. I cannot deal with another death in this family after your uncle died, and then this dusty house was left to me. Please, for me. And she fully gets on your knees and, like, is still, like, holding your waist. Just goes, please. Please, for me.
He gives her a big hug. Always.
Anna returns the hug. Your mother is a very, very tall woman, but very slender. And also when she grips you, you realize quite strong. She sort of bear hugs you as much as she can. Oh, sorry, darling.
I told you I felt my muscles are sore. That doesn't help anything.
Listen, please don't. I'll come up with an excuse. Do not tell your father or brother how injured you are. Try and cover it up as best you can. And don't tell them. I don't want to know what happened into that house, but please don't tell them if any violence happened. And especially if you caused it. We cannot fend off Greyslate again.
I can't cause any violence. What are you talking about? I feel if I hit something, my hand would break.
Oh, not all violence is an action of the body, dearest. There are many ways you can hurt people with the mind and spirit too.
On that that set of words, he looks kind of at his mother and then kind of to an angle. Does Victor sense anything when she says that?
Make a sense roll.
Because there's more that she's hiding than just the story. And once again, we're going to blow a drive. So that puts me at 4. That's double 6s.
Oh! Your family isn't a family that talks a lot about the past and doesn't talk a lot about their feelings and doesn't talk a lot about anything, really, if we're being honest. The first thing you notice from your mother is a genuine sense of warmth and love comes off of her, like a rolling aura off of her to you. This is the most honest she's ever been with you. And to your knowledge, you have always been her favorite of her children. Not that she doesn't maybe love or like her other children, but you are definitely the favorite. You also sense kind of like, you sense bleed, maybe. It's exceptionally hard to tell whether it's something that she is causing or whether it's the residual effects of things she's been around in this house for such a long time. But you get a bad feeling in your stomach, almost like when the radio turned on in Alec Desai's apartment. You can't quite place how that links together. The other thing you sense is some bleed that smells like electricity and that you've only ever noticed on one other person in Candela, and that is Silas. It kind of rolls off of her like a smell. And it reminds you of the scent you smelled earlier in the day when she also gave you a hug before you all set out on your business. And that kind of, the static of that kind of makes all your hair stand on end a little bit.
He's gonna pull on the first thread. He's gonna say, "Let them in," and he's gonna look straight at his mother and say, You've always told me that I look like Grandpa. At one point you stated that's why you watched over me. Could Grandpa hear voices? Could Grandpa see things?
She looks at you and she goes, and it's kind of a voice inside your head, but she's also speaking. It's kind of like a reverb because she let them in. She goes, Grandpa, Papa, was an exceptional man, a troubled man, and that troubled mind drove him to die young. He said he heard voices, and this house is bizarre. Too big. And not to brag, but I was his favorite, too. As you are mine. Don't tell your siblings.
They don't believe me anyways.
Ha! But you are my greatest creation. And I just want to build a better world for you. And for everyone after too much loss that nobody wants to talk about. And I love you.
I love you too.
Kissed you on the forehead. She goes, well, I think it's time for everybody to go to bed, including me. I must, again, go to ball preparations tomorrow, and it's very kind of you to supply your friends with some outfits. Are they on the guest list? Who is it that's going?
It's would it be Professor or would it be what is Locke's title? Not Keegan's, but his uncle's.
It'd probably be former Chief Inspector, but now it's just Lachlan.
It's Lachlan's nephew. He's.
Oh.
I'm sure he's on it, and I know he has a +1.
I know Lachlan. He is a good man. One of the best periphery heads that we've ever had. And then his nephew. I don't really know of him.
He's quiet, like me.
Ah, well then I probably like him. Anyway, it's good that you're making some friends. Even if it has you know, I'm going to bed. I will not bother you further. Just call if you need anything, and I will make sure they don't wake you up until a reasonable time this morning. Because, son, you look awful. Please take some of my makeup if you need it.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, I love you. And she sort of like,
Love you too.
as in her way, elegantly glides out of the room.
Yeah.
Door.
Freaking princess. Ooh.
Like literally long black hair. There's no fan, but it kind of like flicks behind her, and you smell her perfume, and she glides in her like silk nightgown out of the room.
Victor will take a moment then, and he will do a couple things. One, he's going to go to this as she closes the door. Victor's going to take a piece of chalk out, and he's going to mark off 4 different symbols around the door frame. And then he sits over next to his bed, and he turns on a radio, and he slowly tunes it until it's nothing but a dull white noise. And then he turns it down to almost unheardable, like you couldn't hear it. there's enough. And then he places the cane next to his bed, grabs the wash bed pan, kind of brushes his face with some water, and then lays back. And he closes his eyes, but his mind just drifts in the white noise.
I mean, you gotta roll a sense as you drift off to sleep with your
Sure.
harmless white noise, right?
Five.
As you drift off, you know, this radio isn't harming you in any way. It's kind of a nice noise to drift off to. As you sort of get to that stage of sort of, not deep sleep, sort of the stage where you know you're about to fall asleep, you see the giant onyx structure that you saw before, that you, Mason, and Keegan were stood over, and your hands are on it. It feels very smooth. And you see around you again just the mass of like stalagmites, stalactites, onyx rocks forming a mouth in front of you that reflect yourself back at you, but this time no one else is there. It feels calming. You hear wind blowing from somewhere. You sense that there's not really any natural light in here, but you can see, or maybe underground somewhere. And it's just a comfy feeling place to be in. But one thing you didn't see before that you now notice is as your hand moves across the surface of this onyx box, sarcophagus structure, is there is a small square cutout your finger sort of glides over and falls into. It's the only imperfection on the surface of this item. And then you fall asleep. Mason, do you go home?
Well, that's complicated because I was supposed to
Mhm.
speak with Kim, but Kim went home. And I know I can break in, but I feel like that'd be weird to just break in and be like, so anyway, you wanted to talk. So,
Going to the suburbs in the middle of the night to a woman's house who has a lot of padlocks, who lives alone, could be seen as a crazy move.
it's okay. No one would see me. It's what I do for a living. I go through urban places and, break into places and get real creepy because warfare is everywhere. But no, what time of day are we at?
Oh, it's like nighttime now. It's like coming up to midnight at this point. Well, actually, while everyone else falls asleep, it's around like probably 10 or 11 p.m. So around there somewhere.
I'm gonna do a late night walk.
Mhm.
Guess I'm gonna go to my usual bar, and I'm gonna get my one drink that I normally get.
It's already there.
And I'm gonna drink my one drink, and I'm gonna drink half of my second drink as I always do.
It's already there for you. By the time you
I
finish the first and the second one.
I pay the same amount every time, leaving exactly the additional $7.76 kind of thing, because that's just how much it works. And then yeah, I'm gonna end up going home to my very boring domicile. Mason's gonna be uneventful, unlike the rest of his group.
Yeah, I mean, you go home.
Oh, yeah, Mason's like, all right, Kim will find me. I'm gonna go home and do nothing because nothing happens for Mason, and that's the way we like it.
Does Mason have a phone? Like a landline, like a telephone?
Yes, there's two. There's two phones. One of which is three. There's technically three phones. It's one for the the chapter for the circle, one for work that as people need to request him, and then the phone that his family can call.
The family phone starts ringing.
Oh fuck me!
You forgot about your monthly phone call today with your mother.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Or
answer
maybe
it.
you didn't forget, and it was just the one thing Mason pushes off because
No, Mason definitely pushes it off. The reason it's once a month is because he delays, and they're like, so he'll answer, and just Briggs.
mother, son, how goes it?
Well,
Anything to report?
nothing worth note.
Mariella's due to finish her PhD soon.
Congratulations to her,
Shall I pass that along for you?
if you must.
Then I shan't bother.
Excellent.
She gets on without it. Your father sends his regards. He is also due for a promotion soon.
He's earned it.
He has. I'm glad we agree. Are you still working freelance?
I work, and some of it may be freelance.
Still earning a decent living?
I live well. I live decent.
That's all we can hope for you. This has been nice. Goodbye, Mason.
Goodbye.
Click.
And there's like this audible like, and then we'll get the rest of this place settled to rest.
Everyone takes a long rest, joking it's not that game. We don't get all our magic abilities back and we don't regrow limbs. So, at the end of the day, all the evidence turned over to Artemis, including a piece of brain matter from the murder victim Alec in a vial, a scrap of burgundy leather found by Victor underneath the debris downstairs, a scrap of charred paper with some sort of red embossing and stamp found by Keegan in the man's fireplace, a picture of an unknown rune that was burned onto Alec's hand, and something in a bleed container, as collected by Silas. The morning comes. You do not get called on extremely early in the morning, like the first day. At about 9 a.m., or around there. Every single person hears a tap, tap, tap of a little beak on some sort of window or door near their residence. Cole brings you the message to regroup at the chapter house.
If I look out the window, do I see a Corvid similarly knocking at Keegan's window, or is Cole somehow at all of our homes at 9 a.m. simultaneously?
In fact, because you're usually out on the fire escape drinking your coffee, you see him knock at Keegan's window, Keegan looking annoyed through the window, and then him immediately flying to you on the fire escape going,
Okay.
There are
I
not
realized
two.
by the way that I asked, because I'm tired, I asked, is the sky blue or is the sky blue shaded instead of the real question? But you got me. Perfect.
To confirm, I know what Jazz is asking. There are not multiple Coles flying around the city at the same time, to your knowledge. There is one Cole. And then he flies off to whoever the next person is to be woken up, or within, as the raven or crow flies, it doesn't take too long to get everywhere for him. And
in this world, it could be multiple Coles. I just had to ask. That was interesting info.
There's only one Cole, how dare you? He's a special boy. And then I'm assuming you will go to the chapter house?
Yeah.
Kim does her normal routine where she wakes up and kind of just looks at the window, then does everything, and then she somehow, for some reason, gets another cab.
It's the same woman as before. Oh,
yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't keep you waiting this time, did I?
No, everything was fine. Are you okay?
Okay, yeah. I have everything locked up, so we could go to the house. But I think we need to. I don't know if we need to pick anyone up this time. I wasn't sure.
Oh, I haven't been told that Mr. Valentine needs picking up this morning.
Okay. I just want to make sure because yeah. Okay, cool. We're just gonna go, I guess. I mean, if you have to stop, that's cool. Like, it doesn't matter who you have to pick up. It's fine. Yeah.
Oh, my supervisor told me to remind you that for passenger safety reasons, please wait until the driver fully extends the stairs and opens the door to the carriage before disembarking, because Mr. Valentine may have fallen out yesterday mid.
That was on him. I don't know why he did that. It didn't quite make any sense. It was just really, really weird. I'm just gonna make sure the door is locked. And she's gonna run back up the stairs and make sure the door is locked. Okay, we could go. I don't know if we should pick someone else up. Okay, let's go.
Okay, slams the door, gets on, and just goes. The horses go. Victor, you wake up and do your normal morning routine. Your butler does put some extra makeup on you this morning that has been gifted to you by your mother, which doesn't quite shade match you, but does an okay job of covering up where you might have had scars around your eyes from them kind of melting in your skull. So it kind of works. And then you see the butler hand you a letter and a key, and it's on your mother's Valentine standard stationery. And she goes, Victor, please do not get into trouble today, but just to avoid your father, I've let you have. You're free to use one of the family cars today. I'm trusting you. Please bring it back. And please look after yourself and make some friends. Lots of love, Anna Valentine. Kiss. I'm assuming Victor can drive.
Can drive. Wanting to drive are two separate things. He will.
This is the first time either of your parents have trusted you with anything expensive willingly, ever.
Yeah. He knows his faults, though. He knows his dangers. As much as this is a privilege, this is also a test, as he knows everything is in this house. All right. Well, I guess I will clean up, do as mother asks, and get out of the house. Probably should go pick up Keegan and Jazz and make sure that they've got sized up for the ball next week. This week. I don't remember the day. Shit. Don't
It's
tell me.
tomorrow night.
And he walks out. He walks by, grabs a already made cup of coffee, and drinks it on the walk as he's walking through the house. Does not try to make any small talk with any of the siblings, as he can see that they are all busy doing whatever they're doing in the house. And he knows, for the most part, unless his little sister shows up, nobody's going to acknowledge him unless he acknowledges them. So he's used to this. So he grabs the coffee and walks through the house.
Just do a read roll. This is a low stakes roll, but do a read for flavor.
What's my read? It's not bad. Oh, that's out of the box. 6 on Gilded.
Everything, as you walk through the house, everyone's busy doing something. Like, Ivan looks like he's telling some people where to take some more crates. Astrid is buried in what looks like a pile of financial documents. You hear the two twins, like, playing outside somewhere, some sort of game of tag, and you hear your father yelling at some poor servant that did something wrong. It's almost like a path is made for you where no one bothers you as you go outside. It's almost like everyone clears out of the way. And you know you're probably the lowest ranking member of your siblings in their eyes anyway, and maybe in your eyes too. But it's almost like you're a ghost in your own house, because nobody seems to even attempt to see you. You pass by unnoticed, and it's just because nobody cares.
He accepts it, and there is a moment of pause, like knowing that if this was anybody else in the house, this would not even be possible. But he walks out the back door, places the coffee cup on a counter right before he goes out the back door, and it's about 3/4 drank within that time. And he walks out, grabs the car, and thinks back for a moment. Mother said not to get in trouble. There shouldn't be any trouble with... Oh, maybe. I need to know what happened. And he gets in the car, and he drives down the driveway and waves at the gate, the gate guard as the gate opens, and drives down the road. But he's not heading towards the lock investigation. He's heading out towards the outskirts to the cemetery, where he's going to go give respects to his grandfather.
As with a lot of estates, houses, important families in this time period, you actually don't have to go too far. Your estate encompasses many different buildings and many different pieces of land up here in the eaves. And more prominent families usually have their own area where there's a mausoleum of some description, where either everyone is placed in a crypt in the same place, or they have their own just miniature graveyard with a chapel on the grounds. And it takes 5 minutes just in the car to arrive where your grandfather's buried, and where a lot of your mother's side, as she is the heiress of the Ballantyne estate, are buried, the freshest one being her brother, your uncle's grave. Less weathered than everything else.
He pulls the cart over. Opens the door, gets out. And he, much like tracing a lineage line, places his hand on each of the graves as he walks past, noting when and where they are within the gravesite, and also when they passed. Going from his uncle to his grandfather and to others. And he finds he finds a one of the very well taken care of garden displays, and he picks 2 flowers from it, and he places one on the top of the gravesite for his uncle and one on the top of the gravesite of his grandfather. And then he just sits in front of it. He sits down, kind of crouches down, utilizing the cane to get down far enough where he can rest into the grass. And he just closes his eyes and he just listens.
Are you actively using your sense, or are you just listening?
He's actively using his sense.
You know what I want you to roll then?
Absolutely. Oh, that's 6.
God damn it. Yeah, Victor's just a metal detector for supernatural bullshit.
He is.
He is. So, since they were the 2 members of the family that most recently passed away in the Ballantyne lineage, it would have been, well, also your mother's mother, your grandmother. So your grandmother and grandfather are buried next to each other. They died around the same time. It's almost like the thing of when one of a couple that's been together for 50 years goes, the other one goes shortly afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
They died when you were quite young, I think before probably even the twins were born.
Mm-hmm.
They died maybe 15 years ago. Just from being, from what your mother's told you, just from being old. Just from old age. Your uncle, who is next to them as their firstborn son, who was the inheritor of the estate before your mother was, you all always lived in the same place as a lot of families do, but now she is officially in control.
Mm-hmm.
He died approximately 2 years ago, 2 years ago, just as the war finished, was about to finish. It was one of those things where he died a month before the ceasefire was called and the enemy surrendered. Unfortunate, and was killed by artillery. It was... No one wanted to see the body after it was brought back. But it was, the remains were brought back out of respect because they wanted him to be buried in the Ballantyne plot. As your senses activate, there's a very, like, a sense of calm in this place. It's a really beautiful garden. All the flowers around, and the graves are very well maintained. And although you don't see a ghost, you sense from the graves in front of you a happiness that you have visited, and a seeming recognition between whatever essence is there and you, and also just an overwhelming sense of sadness and love towards you, clearly being recognized as grandson and nephew of the people buried here. But there doesn't seem to be anything scary, anything that makes you want to throw up, or that you're going to hurt somebody else or yourself, or that gives you a headache. It's just kind of good vibes here.
It'll take a moment to just resonate in those. And as he gets up, he goes, well, that was not helpful.
You feel a sudden breeze blow by you as you stand by the graves and say that was not helpful.
Another time, then. Maybe next time I'll bring wine.
Calm breeze goes around you as you say next time I'll bring wine. Warm breeze.
And he'll start walking back to the car.
Do you go and pick up your mates from town?
And I'm going to go pick up my mates from town. I'm going to pick up Keegan, and then Keegan's going to have to direct me to where Jazz is, which is going to be funny because he's going to be like, she's right there.
What's hilarious is when you roll up, Keegan's already outside as if waiting to go. You see like some feathers where Cola's obviously been there on the doorstep, and you just see Jazz waving to you from a fire escape, literally like up 30 feet to your left.
Oh.
As the car pulls up.
You two live that close. Well, that makes life a little easier. Shall we?
Donuts. I could go for a donut. By the way, same exact clothes as yesterday.
We'll clean you up too.
I will ask, has Jazz bathed? Like, it's the same clothes, but has she washed?
100%.
She's not dirty. She just doesn't have the clothes.
I don't seek to garner attention from my presence, but I also have no qualms about never looking any different.
I will say there is like ink and a few blood stains and like unknown matter from yesterday on your clothes. Cool.
The most cleaning I probably did was the back of my coat as a result of having been dragged through a crime scene. Yeah.
Cool. Party bus is here. The Venga bus is coming. Let's all go to the chapter house.
Keegan is wearing different clothes, but you can't tell. Because
you're the Steve Jobs of this place.
Correction, Victor can tell because he can see Patrick in high def, and you notice the hue of what Patrick's wearing is slightly different than yesterday.
And if you don't think Mason can tell, you're tripping.
Yeah, I mean, it looks. At best, it looks like he ironed everything that he's wearing, but it was really new clothes from his closet. One of his probably 3 outfits.
Like I said, we've got the Steve Jobs of, Candela right now.
Look, gray is just a very easy color to match, and he doesn't need anything else, except now he does. So
you will go to the chapter house in different yet the same outfits. Everyone meets up there, and as you all get into the door, Artemis is literally stood, like facing outwards. You open the door, there's an Artemis stood in front of you going, I have exciting news. Come on.
Oh.
And runs back up the stairs.
How long did we have before we got to the chapter house?
Like a solid 10. Depending how good a driver you are.
Because he would have passed, he wouldn't have gone to the chapter house first. Because he's got to get his mother's thing done first. He needed to go over and get them sized. So he would have had to go get Jazz and Keegan sized up real fast at Jordan's. And then from there, they would go to the chapter house.
Kim, Silas, and Mason, you bump into an Artemis that is very excited. And then they're like, they're the other 3. They're usually here very, very quickly. As the other 3 pull up in the party bus. And you can tell they've got like a bag full of, like, they've got like some fabric in the back. And Victor is driving a very, very nice, expensive car that is not stealthy.
A shopping montage.
There's a shopping montage that we'll film another time of just like sharing Clueless picking through her outfits on the thing and you picking what you want. Yeah.
Well, and for most of it, it's like you just really picked out your outfits, and we have to go back later this evening to grab them. However, because the 2 of you have never been in an actual tailor's shop, you're like, oh, can I have that too, and that too, and that too? So like you came out with shopping bags, even though that wasn't the point of the game, the idea. So.
Oh, it's on his bill. I guess I'll have 3 of those.
It's money.
I
Yeah,
don't know what that is.
Yeah, you run in, and Artemis just fucking runs up the stairs, bounds up the stairs to office, and goes, "Follow me!"
Oh, she's
I don't know what to do with that energy.
she's very excited about something. You all go. I'll be there in a moment. As he slowly starts to, with Kane, up the stairs because he don't move very fast, anyways.
Kim is gonna go and turn. She's gonna turn to Mason, and go. Could you just expedite things? Help him
No.
up the stairs.
No,
please?
not again.
I think
No.
that he just needs a little bit of assistance. It's gonna take a
Mason
lot
walks
longer.
away up the stairs.
Okay.
I'll get there and when I need to.
Silas, do you think you can help?
Oh,
Victor?
the rich boy needed a little help now.
Oh, for goodness sake. And I just stand next to you, Victor, with my arms out, not touching you, but I'm there to give you help if needed. Let's get moving.
Really, he just let everybody go in front of him, and then it's slowly he'll get back up. He'll get up the stairs, depending on how long the stairs are.
We're causing a scene. Nobody needs to know this is a chapter house. And we just started it up.
Mr. Valentine, take your time. It is okay. I know you're injured.
Thank you.
Ah. He's somewhere. Those of you who get up there first see an empty office and just hear an echoey voice go, "I'm down here, follow me," as you look behind the desk, and there's just a full trapdoor with like a full spiral staircase leading down to somewhere.
Oh, good news, Victor. More stairs.
I just have a question. Why do we go up to go down? I don't quite understand.
Mason walks.
Mason, did you know about this?
I know a lot of things.
I know.
Silas,
Why?
give a read on Mason to see if he actually knew about it.
He knows lots of things. But does he know
It's a low
there's
stakes
extra
roll.
stairs in this thing?
I got a 6.
He didn't fucking know about this trapdoor. He didn't know about this.
Oh,
I would even argue you could tell that Mason is annoyed that this is here and he's not aware of it. There's like we have a problem.
it's okay, boss. We don't all know everything.
As Victor
More
starts
stairs.
his slow descent, clang, clang.
Clang.
It's one of those ones that isn't. It's like an open bottom spiral staircase that's metal, so it's a slow clanging descent to the bottom, and it keeps going. It keeps going. You think you've gone down about like 4 stories worth of stairs, and eventually you reach the bottom, which is like kind of looks like you're in an old sewer tunnel or cave. And there's just doors everywhere on either side. And these doors are special because they're round and have an astrolabe in the middle of them. These are Candela's special rune doors. You are currently in the 4th Ferris Vault, where they keep artifacts, creatures. Some say people infected by bleed, but you've never had that confirmed. And lots and lots and lots of classified information in old books. Artemis is waiting for you at the bottom and goes, "Oh, just through this one," holds, and goes, "Oh, could you all close your eyes so you don't die a terrible death? For 10 seconds.
Obviously, that seems reasonable.
Eyes closed.
Eyes closed.
Yes.
You'll feel a cold breeze as you close it. Does anyone peek? I need to know if anyone peeks. It is important.
Not after yesterday.
Does Patrick peek?
Patrick, you don't know. You have your eyes closed. Good. No one peeks. And you feel a cold breeze, and then as the door slides open, and you enter it kind of looks like a storage room. It's not very big. Maybe, well, it's big, but not compared to like a cavern. At the end, just shelves lined with things you want to touch and want to know what they are. So bad. There's like, there looks a thing that looks like a genie lamp. There's like a crystal ball. There's old tomes that look older than the city itself. There's glowing things in flasks, like on one shelf that looks like a chemical cabinet. And then at the end, there's a giant tube with glass that's tinted the same color as Artemis's glasses. Sort of a little lockbox looking mechanism at the side of it, a few levers and pulleys and some tubes coming off. And inside, you see a ball, or what looks like a ball, like it's throwing itself, like in The Great Escape, like against the glass. Artemis looks and goes, "Now, do not be alarmed, but our guest would like to talk to you, and after I have heard what they said, I feel it is important that you speak to them yourselves. I will be just outside with Cole, and I will know anything that happens in this room. They are in a giant version of a bleed container unit, and they cannot get out unless you let them out. Good luck."
Understood. Thank you so much.
And the door exits. Door slides shut. And some sort of artificial, looks like electricity or magic, who knows, light up around you. So the room is lit for you now. The door is shut. Dunk, 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 dunk. Dunk, 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 dunk. As this ball or whatever throws itself against the glass and bounces around.
So we're locked in here for what?
What? She said we're supposed to talk to this? Does this look like the the thing I picked up yesterday?
Yes, it does. But it looks different. It's in a different form now, but it has that same sort of grey oil slick texture. But moving.
I presume it's more about not allowing this thing to leave than it is about keeping us in here with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't put
You
it.
should be scared. I'm scary. Ooh, spooky. As you all hear that in your heads. Hello.
Oh, I don't need any
Ball
more.
stops bouncing. Ball stops bouncing.
And
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Does
Well,
Victor see anything outside of just the ball bouncing?
Well, the actual whatever's in this container, you mean?
Either what's in the container or what's in the essence around it that is actually talking.
Just in the essence around you, there's magic shit in this room, but you do not have the capacity to try and analyze what everything is. It's kind of like you're in a room and there's like energy crackling all around you.
Oh, so it's
But-
home. Got it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel you are in a dangerous place. It feels like you're in a magical place.
Hmm.
A place full of bleed, but not bleed that is going to attack and hurt you right now.
so my arm's not hurting.
No. He goes, "Hey, you're the one that put me in that tube."
You were the one that got vomited out, right?
Yeah, that was gross. Sorry.
Yeah. It is very odd that we are talking to you.
I don't think
Sorry,
it's that
what?
odd. Okay, but you can hear all this. This is like a telepathic group chat right now.
Right.
And
An important thing for Mason.
Yes.
Mason is currently leaning against a wall with his eyes closed, arms crossed.
you can still hear this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You can look cool. And do you guys like approach near? You're kind of like at the far end of the room, but you hear this thing. It's like, you can come near. I can't hurt you.
Oh, Keegan has gone up and is like,
Oh, hello.
If I think the words, "Can you hear me now?" in its direction, does it respond just to me thinking?
It understands your intention behind that and goes, "Yes, I can."
Duly noted.
what are you?
I don't like the tone of how you said that. But I understand because I don't look like you. I'm youngest.
Youngest?
Youngest. Like oldest, middle, youngest. I'm youngest.
Youngest relative to how many others?
All infinite.
Oh, that's good to know. By the way, youngest, I'm Jazz.
Hi, I know. You're Jazz, and you're Keegan, and you're Mason, and you're Victor, and you're Dr. Leonin, and you're Silas.
So
And that
why
was
do you-
Artemis and Paul.
It
So
seems
why
though
do you
a
know
lot about
us?
Mhm. What he said.
Well, I saw wait, and sort of goes up and sort of is like, now looks like one of those things that you throw against a wall and splats to glass and stays there, and goes, Keegan and Victor and Mason, they helped me the other day. I've met them already.
You were the voice in the dream.
Mason
Well,
uncrosses
Yes!
his arms and crosses them the other way.
I was in the, well, it was real for me. It might have been a dream for you, but I was there and you helped. You helped that man calm down, and I appreciate it. He was going to hurt his wife, and I thought that was unfair.
And you were able to get us to help him, or what?
Now, Artemis asked if it was mind control, and I said yes, and they said that's wrong. But then I said, what if it was helpful?
Not exactly certain what to make of that without additional information.
So it's like, you're humans, right? Right?
Right.
Pretty sure.
Yes.
Mason
Yeah.
shrugs.
He's funny. But humans feel a lot of things at the same time. And sometimes they get confused about what they feel, and that makes things difficult for them. So I sort of help them. I build a road so they can see what's they can drive down it and they can see all the stops on the way, so then they get to the end and they understand how they feel faster. So that man was angry, but actually he was angry because he was sad, and he was sad because of grief, and then he was grieving because he loved someone. So I helped him, and I did a thing with I did a thing, and then electricity went off, and I was like, bam, and he was like, calm down, because then he was like, oh, love, that's the one, I get it. Do you get it?
You help people speed run their emotional processes.
I mean, nothing's fast. I can help them get there, but they have to work through it on their own. And then you all did something, and then I felt ill, and then I disconnected, and then he grabbed me off the floor, and the man got mad again because he switched back, and then so it's your fault.
Wow, that's a lot.
This is my fault.
No, it's your fault. And it does like two arms, like your fault, all together.
I wasn't even upstairs. I don't. I'm so confused.
I'm youngest.
You're youngest. How did you get inside of Ivan?
Easily.
By what method?
Oh, you mean specifically? Like where? Which hole?
Yes.
Hole.
Oh, his ear.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, can youngest, like this is not Mason asking, can youngest feel, sense, or determine people's emotional state?
Like in the moment?
Yeah, I'm asking the storyteller if youngest can do that.
Yes.
Okay,
you don't
so
know. I mean, what youngest has said. Yeah.
The only reason is because Mason loves youngest right now. Youngest is like speaks like Mason and is like, this is my shit, but is still keeping the like, but is very much like, I like this.
Do you like move or do anything to be like do you do like a little head nod that's imperceptible?
No, so I've been leaning against the wall with my left leg on the wall. I put my left leg down. I put my right leg on the wall.
Whoa, Mason moved. He means he's thinking.
I have a question. I'm so sorry. I just there was a body downstairs. Did that have something to do with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did the thing inside the body have something to do with you?
There was something inside.
Okay.
Well, like parts. But
Parts. Okay. Thank you. I
think
guess.
I think what the doctor is getting at is, do you know what happened downstairs?
Well, I was in Ivan's brain, so I could only really see through him. Youngest is gonna roll some shit. Well, I didn't see him be killed, but Ivan lived above. So through the floor, I heard a door slam, and then an argument, and then the door slam again. And then I had the door slam, and then what I'm guessing was unspeakable acts of violence, and then the door slam again. But it was all a bit muffly.
So you know.
But I was brought to the building because I sensed something. But then I got distracted because Ivan was really mad.
How
I get distracted a lot. What?
how were you were brought to the building? Who brought you to the building?
I walked.
You walked.
Well, I moved. See, and it like youngest extends themselves, like splats off of the wall and extends themselves up to make like a grey silhouette of like what you can determine would be a person. It's like not like this because I'd attract attention, but I can move.
Where
You have a true form.
Well, from what Ma told me,
Who?
we are Ma. My Ma.
Your mom?
We're kind of
Wait, I'm
infinite and
sorry.
magical. So
Your Ma, MAW or MA or MA?
yes.
What?
Your ma as in mouth or ma as in mother.
Yes.
there?
Oh,
No.
What? No.
Oh.
no.
Oh no, don't be sad. Why? What did I do? Why are you
No,
sad?
I
Mason's
think
gonna
this is
try to
more of
think
confusion.
towards Youngest, and just in thought, what do you want?
You sense youngest doing this, but you can't see it, but you sense youngest doing this. I want people to be better? Happy? I want to help? I don't know. I don't know what I want.
Mental thought. What do you need from us?
Can I go?
No.
Why?
Mason
Here.
approaches,
Ooh.
and it's behind a glass thing, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the glass, like a tinted glass, like Artemis has in their glasses. But you can still see perfectly well. It's just a little rose tinted in there.
I put my hand on the glass.
It like extends a hand like like a big extendable thing, like Venom, and goes and puts a hand like on yours. Is this a thing?
In thought, can you help people?
Yes,
No.
I think so.
No.
In thought, how can I help you make that happen?
Well, me and my siblings wanted to help people, and I want to help people. So, let me out.
Siblings. First of all, I just got above table. She's saying this out loud.
Or in the telepathic
was-
group chat, right? Or is that
Unless Mason doesn't want to specifically have youngest reply be out loud, youngest is going to reply to everyone at the same time.
Yeah, it is. Mason doesn't want to talk. This is nice. I don't have to use my voice.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you-
we can
you
hear
will hear-
everything
you
that
will hear
Mason's
Yes,
this.
you're
saying.
hearing their reply. You just don't hear what I'm saying.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Oh, it's a
Got
Nokia phone. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so as this thing says siblings, Kim's gonna go. Excuse me. How many siblings?
Infinite.
Infinite.
Okay.
Mason says that part out loud and goes back to
My
mental.
family is big.
So are they all here?
No.
No. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you're gonna. I'm gonna just. Can you 1 second?
Is this an actual? Is this
in
a? Can Victor grab it?
No,
Well, it's
No,
behind the
behind
glass,
the
is my
glass.
understanding.
Oh, it's
That's-
behind the glass.
Yeah.
It's behind it's like in a giant.
Victor,
relief
you and I had the
container
same
glass,
thought.
so- You can't grab youngest. That's rude.
Um,
Kim, what were you going to say?
Kim is going to say to the group, listen, I don't think by any means or stretch that we should be releasing whatever that is, mostly because the word infinite is terrifying. And also, as much as I think that it thinks that it's trying to help, I'm just getting not helpful. Yeah.
What?
I would.
I would say, as Kim says that, I'm also sending a mental thought to Youngest, being like, if you get let out, do you need a vessel or can you roam freely?
Oh no, I can get around.
No, I don't think. I think the doctor is right. We should not let you out. Now, that is not to say that you have ill intent, but we don't understand fully what you are trying to do. And I guess on top of that, where are your siblings at currently, the ones that went with you?
It's a very painful time of my life. I don't like talking about it. But if you ask nicely, I'll talk about it.
Would you kindly explain to us maybe where your other siblings are here?
Yeah, okay. Not here. You know what the flare is, right? Magic barrier
Yes.
between our world and yours?
Yes.
They're behind there. They got locked away.
Okay. You
But
said
they
that.
left me behind, so I've been stuck here.
Okay.
Silas, I'm not getting good vibes from this. So
What?
yeah, just 1 second, just zip it. Left behind, and could we not just not deal with that at all? I don't like it. It's terrifying. Scared. Don't like it.
So I understand, Doctor. I don't think that we are going to let this one out. No offense to you, Youngest, but you
What
did
did
say that
I
there were.
do?
Mason does say in thought, I might.
How is Patrick reacting to Youngest's presence?
Patrick is fascinated.
Now, I think what we might need to do is
They
figure
want
out
to
how
touch
to.
it.
We might need to figure out how to get you to the other side of.
But I thought you're Candela.
We are.
Your whole thing is like not letting breaches happen in the flare. That's your thing.
I mean, that's fair, but you also know what we do when we keep things here.
Oh, I'm infinite, but I'd rather not be stuck here for infinity.
Exactly.
Would be happier with your siblings on the other side.
I would be.
I'm curious, and I know this is not something we normally would do, but just hear me out. We need to know what you are. And there might be a way, though it's dangerous, and I might be the only one that can do it, though.
You do smell a bit like me. So do the other two.
He's going to ask Patrick to go in the glass.
Patrick can't go through the glass because it's anti-bleed glass. So he cannot pass the barrier because Patrick, although seemingly a nice ghost, is still made of bleed and magic and cannot pass through this barrier, which you would know.
He'll walk up to the he'll walk straight up to the glass then, as if staring in a mirror.
Youngest like turns into a pair of eyes and is like, yes.
And he'll place his hand on the glass. And he'll say, all right, show me who you are.
I don't know what we're doing, but my powers don't work with this glass in the way.
Yeah, no, I think
I can talk to you.
Mason
but
also
I
tried
can't
this.
do anything. Oh,
Well-
unless you want to put your hand in this airlock thing here. You could do that.
Gentlemen, I do not think that is a good idea.
You see that there's like one of those pass-through things for sterilize, like an old version of it for sterilized environments where you put a thing in, lock the thing, and the door opens the other side, they can take it out. You can pass things back and forth. You see there's like an empty plate there with some crumbs on it. Obviously youngest has eaten something.
So the bulk
Yeah.
ate.
Listen, I get that we are on a mission to get as much information as we can about the things that have been happening, and this youngest was at the scene where we all were uh incapacitated. I just think that it's probably in everyone's best interest to, one, leave that in there, and to have a discussion about what really is happening. This feels very much like a trap. I'm sorry, youngest, uh, but I don't know.
Telepathically, Victor's demeanor changes. He says, "How far can you see?"
I don't know what you mean.
You said you knew who we were, and we've not been
Yes.
down here before, which
Oh,
means
Artemis
you've
told
seen
me.
us.
Oh, I've seen you, but also Artemis told me.
Kim is gonna turn to Mason and go, Mason, I don't know what's going on, and being as you're the leader, I feel like we need to have a discussion about this. I really don't feel like we should be in here any longer, and also engaging with whatever that is. And also, I really want to leave now, please.
You're welcome to go. No one's holding you here.
I get that, but as part of the team, and being able to be helpful, I can't leave unless you all leave with me. Um, and I feel like there's some type of um, uh, manipulation happening above table. Does Kim feel like youngest is manipulating, maybe somehow manipulating the party or manipulating people in here at all?
You can do a read roll, but I'm going to tell you now you're going to have to get a 6 to get something because this is goo.
This is goo.
This is kind of goo in different shapes,
Have
so
you
it's
ever
kind of
tried
hard to get a read.
Insight Jello?
We're trying to insight.
So I'm going to. I want to extend my senses in a way that allows me to understand, is this a similar phenomenon as what I have seen in the house or felt in the house?
I'm gonna say you can't do sense about it because your powers won't work on youngest, but I will say you can do a survey about it. Kim, what did you get?
So Kim got a 6.
Okay. You focus on the goo, aka youngest.
You get a 5.
Youngest is being very candid with you right now. Youngest is answering every question you have asked. And it's kind of like, I'm trapped and I want to go. And it's just like, listen.
Okay, there's a door
You think
that
youngest
leads...
is being kind of straight up with you as much as you can with goo. Like,
is there a door that leads into that containment?
Yeah, there's the airlock thing.
Is
like
it
the little
just
thing
a
where you can
hand?
put something. I mean, you could dunk your hand in the top of it and let youngest touch it if you want. But
Mason's gonna do it.
Well, before, so Kim is going to, for the very first time, pull out her hold on a second. She's gonna pull out her bleed detector, which is a stethoscope type of thing. It's not exactly a stethoscope, but it looks shaped that similar. And she's gonna pull it out, and she's going to place it on the glass where youngest is, and she's gonna say, I don't know what this is about, but I'm terrified, but I'm not sensing any malevolence from you. Please don't hurt this group if we let you out. Okay?
I don't want to hurt you.
What? And
Mason, Mason goes over and is going to dunk his hand into this airlock. You're muted, Victor.
Victor places his hand on Mason's shoulder.
Like, are we bleed conga lining?
No. He's pulling like it's not a very big pull. Like it's a because he has no strength.
You're gonna have to make a.
No, he.
It's an attention pull, so Mason will pause.
Yeah, it's an
in that
attention
moment.
pull. I hate to say this, but you're too important for this. Let me do it.
There's a look of Mason being like, it's not about importance, because if that's the case, I just serve as survival. You have practicality.
But at the same time, weirdness is kind of in the kid's wheelhouse. I think this is the right move.
Oh, put your hand in the box and then I can hold your hand. Do it.
But if we do this and you get hurt, I will kill you.
Okay, that's... Not gonna lie, that's kind of weird energy. I still think this is the right idea, though.
If it goes poorly, we can't risk it.
You see some of Youngest like gooey fibers like reach into the airlock and like form a hand and go.
Victor will untighten the lock. The airlock will release. Victor will place his hand inside the airlock and then have somebody else come around, retighten the airlock so that it seals to the hand.
Yeah.
I want to just say, as that happens, Mason will pull his like sidearm and just have it attached to like Victor's thigh in case something goes wrong. I need to make sure I can like just neutralize him, just in case.
Okay. You reach into the airlock. I am gonna make a roll for Youngest to see if he's faster than. Well, they're faster than that airlock sealing around your hand. I want to know which one happens first. I'll roll for the airlocks. Okay. The airlock, you put your hand in this airlock. The airlock fastens tightly around it as soon as you do so, meaning Youngest cannot get out. Youngest grabs your hand with their hand, and everything for everybody black.
Of course it does.
And that's where we'll end it today.
Of course it is.
Thanks, gang.
Of course it is. Damn.